following is a presentation of KNOX Sports.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and we welcome you tonight to Cushman Field and live coverage of high school playoff football tonight here on the Rivards Turf and Forage, Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network, and KNOX Live Sports. The broadcast of this quarterfinal matchup in the Class 2A football playoffs has been made possible in part with special arrangement from the Board of Directors of the North Dakota High School Activities Association, and we welcome you to Playoffs 2024. And the Grand Forks Red River Roughriders are the #1 seed out of the East region, making their way into the playoffs this year. They will take on Bismarck St. Mary's for the second time this season. The first time around, a resounding 41-7 win for Grand Forks Red River over Bismarck St. Mary's as the Roughriders began to make their roll towards an undefeated season in the regular season and the #1 seed going into the playoffs. But obviously, it has not been without incident. A game that was close down in Wahpeton and a double overtime affair, regular overtime affair here at Cushman Field that saw Grand Forks Red River score a rushing touchdown with Pierce Parks on 4th down and 1 from the 1-yard line in overtime to capture that matchup, and that is what preserved the #1 seed for Grand Forks Red River coming into this round of the playoffs. Now, you read it's been since the mid-'80s since Grand Forks Red River played for a state championship, and so it's a AA state championship, but don't tell the Rough Rider fans that. There's a lot on the line for this Grand Forks Red River team this year that has been really building towards a moment with a number of seniors that are on this team, with reclassification coming up around the corner. This is one that Red River definitely wants to get. They want to make this a postseason run for the ages. Bismarck St. Mary's, on the other hand, is in a different situation. They were a AA football team for a long time, and they were dominant for a while. We called it mass when the state championship game rolled around because they would be the West Region representative into the state championship game, and Fargo-Shanley would be the East Region representative into the state championship game. Shanley moved up on their own. St. Mary's was forced up due to success points in the postseason success that they had, and they didn't have a ton of success at the AAA level. They were allowed to move back down to AA. They're back for the first time in a while this year, and in that AA situation, Bismarck St. Mary's has made their way as the #4 seed out of the West region. So it hasn't been the return to AA football that perhaps they were looking for, although they do qualify for a playoff spot out of a West region that probably wasn't as good as the East region this year. And so St. Mary's comes here for the second time this season. The last time they played was here in Cushman Field early in the season. Bismarck St. Mary's didn't have a good run of it, and they've been a little topsy-turvy throughout the course. Jacoby Grimm will be the second quarterback that will start for them this year. Both Jacoby Grimm and Charles Richter have played all 9 games at quarterback in one facet or the other. Grimm a little bit better thrower, at least a more dependable thrower, so the Roughriders will be facing a quarterback that they did not face the first time around, and so that's going to be a big part of what it is that's going on at that point. So we're going to be watching that rather closely coming up tonight to see how that affects things for Grand Forks Red River as they go about their game preparation. It's not like getting ready for the same opponent a second time. In this situation, you're going to be looking at an opponent that is different than they were the first time around. But it should be a fun night. We bring it to you courtesy of our premier sports partners. They include Rivards Turf and Forage, a premium seed dealer in Grand Forks. You can find them at rivards.com. Rivards Turf and Forage has science on their side, and they are the place to work with when it's time to find premium seed. Don't deal with those big box stores that have a one-and-done mixture. Rivards Turf and Forage changes their mixtures for the different growing seasons, and when you look at this past year, you can see why that's so very important. Throughout the year, we had wet, we had dry, right now dry, but no matter what you're planning for, Rivards has you covered, and when it's time for things to get a little sloppy out there, they've got a premium ice melter that's second to none. Rivards Turf and Forage, find them online at rivards.com, one of our premier sports partners, as is Grand Trailer Sales, your home for all things trailer. In East Grand Forks on Highway Highway 2 East in East Grand Forks. When it's time for a trailer, level up. It's time to go to Grand Trailer Sales. Find that new trailer, whether you're hauling for fun, recreation, or whether you're hauling for work and your business depends on it. They have you covered at Grand Trailer Sales. And if you've got a trailer that needs rehab work, it's time to get it running again. They've got parts, they've got service, they get it done fast. They know that your trailer means business at Grand Trailer Sales. You can find them on Highway 2 East in East Grand Forks, getting ready for tonight's matchup as one of our premier sports partners as well. Let's go to the sideline where we have Sam Jensen standing by this evening. Sam will be joining us throughout the night from our sidelines tonight to give us a rundown of what's happening on that sideline tonight. Sam, tell us what you got on your mind.
Ryan, this is not the first time these two teams have played each other this season. Back forward all the way to August 31st, Grand Forks Red River defeated Bismarck St. Mary's by a score of 41-7. That game featured 41 unanswered points for the Roughriders. They led at half by a score of 34-7. In that first half, that featured 2 turnovers for the Saints, one coming on special teams, one on offense. We're expecting a closer matchup as there has been a lot of football played in between that matchup in August and the one we are going to play today here in November. Back to you, Ryan.
All right, thank you very much. That's Sam Jensen on our sideline here this evening. Looking forward to having reports from Sam throughout the course of the night that we have for you here tonight here on KNOX Live Sports and on KNOX Radio as well. We'll take a break in our pregame report. We'll come back and take a look through what's going on in the playoff scene with our drive for the title. That's on the way next. This is our coverage of high school football on the Rivards Turf and Forage, Grand Trailer Sales, Sports Network, and KNOX Live Sports. We're back with more in our pregame report in a couple of moments.
When you're in pain, you need more than just a doctor. You need a problem solver. Count on All True Orthopedics and Sports Medicine and get back to what moves you.
Whether it's a golf course, your lawn, a pasture on your farm, cover crop, or even a food plot to help you get that big buck, Rivards Turf and Forage of Grand Forks has developed, mixed, and packaged the premium specialized seed you need for almost every application. Plus, they also carry a full line of ice melter products for your home or business. To check out all their products, go to rivards.com.
Grand Trailer Sales in East Grand Forks is your go-to spot for enclosed utility, flatbed, and dump trailers in the Red River Valley. They have the biggest selection on hand of trailers with great pricing. If you're looking for parts, service, or simply to buy, trade, or rent a trailer, stop into East Grand Forks. GrandTrailersales.com.
Spray Advantage of Grand Forks carries everything you need for the chemical and fertilizer application on your farm. They have pumps, tips, and tanks from 3 gallons all the way up to 10,000 gallons on hand. They can help with parts and accessories for the fertilizer and tillage equipment on your farm too. Go to sprayadvantage.com.
Picture yourself at Lake Region State College. With faculty and staff here to help you succeed, we know you by name. Picture your success as you get hands-on ready for the workforce or transfer on to earn your bachelor's degree. Lake Region State College. We change lives.
Apex Apparel is your quick turnaround apparel and promotional item shop in Grand Forks. If you're looking for direct-to-garment printing, embroidery work, or a huge selection of promotional items, come to Apex Apparel, your locally owned, family-run, quick turnaround apparel shop in Grand Forks.
Your family deserves clean, filtered water. High Plains Water offers Millennium Drink Water System, which delivers great-tasting water and also eliminates harmful impurities. Professionally installed and maintained by High Plains Water of Grand Forks. See them at highplainswater.com.
Rust, salt, and time are the biggest enemies for a fuel tank. Never fear, because Grand Forks Welding is here to take care of your enemies for you. We not only fix or patch your tanks, but we can custom fabricate any kind of replacement fuel tanks or service unit. Go to grandforkswelding.com.
If you've got an electrical emergency, call RBB Electric. We are your 24/7 electrician. Your call will always be answered by an RBB employee ready to help 24/7. RBB Electric is on time every time. Your time is valuable, and we don't waste it. RBB Electric always...
It's hard to explain what this feels like. We could try to put it into words, but nothing compares to experiencing it for yourself. You just have to get in the seat.
Visit True North Equipment at any of our 10 locations or at www.truenorthequipment.com. Big Jim's Tire is the area's #1 farm and ag tire supplier, and with harvest here, you want the best. Best tires, best service, and Big Jim's will get it done fast to get you moving again. Big Jim's Tire, Grand Forks.
Welcome back to our coverage of high school football tonight on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network and KNOX Live Sports. We are at Cushman Field tonight as we get set for the start of this matchup this evening, featuring the Bismarck St. Mary's Saints and the Grand Forks Red River Roughriders. The Roughriders are 9-0. Bismarck St. Mary's comes in with a record of 5-4. St. Mary's is the number 4 seed out of the West region going into this year's AA football playoffs. Grand Forks Red River is the top seed out of the East region going into this year's football playoffs. They get ready to meet for the second time this season here at Cushman Field. The first time was a win for Grand Forks Red River, scoring 41 points that night in a 41-7 win over Bismarck St. Mary's. This time, St. Mary's will come in with a different scheme at the quarterback position, and we'll see if that makes a difference, as the Roughriders have had some scrapes down the stretch with Wahpeton and West Fargo Horace to kind of test their playoff mettle. Our drive time to kickoff is presented tonight by Mike's Custom Truck in Northwood and Nelson Auto in Grand Forks. Those of you with our video coverage on KNOX Live Sports, you can see that the countdown clock is down to 39 minutes to go before the clock runs out. That'll run out about 5 minutes before 6, and we're looking for a 6 o'clock kickoff coming up to tonight's matchup. Should be a great matchup this evening, as all the teams at the AA level have proven that there's a lot of balance in this particular level, and we're looking forward to seeing what it is that they can come up with going down the road in what should be a fabulous playoff situation that they have coming up here. And so we're happy to bring it to you tonight, courtesy of our premier sports partners, Rivards Turf and Forage, a premium seed dealer in Grand Forks, and Grand Trailer Sales, your home for all things trailer in East Grand Forks. Let's take a look at Drive for the Title and break down what's at stake for you tonight as we take a look at what's happening in the AA football playoffs tonight. And before we get there, just a quick note for those of you catching us on the radio side. Remember, video coverage available for you this evening. You can find it at our website, knoxradio.com. Look underneath the sports tab and the live sports link, and there is a video player on that page for you, so you'll be able to find it there. You can also find it on our YouTube channel. Search KNOX TV on our YouTube channel. That's KNOX TV. You'll be able to find our YouTube channel there. And all of our broadcasts are made available in that same spot at KNOX TV on YouTube. If you have a smart device at home, you'll be able to pull up the game and take it in on your smart TV tonight. Now, let's take a look at Drive for the Title this evening, and we'll run down the playoff bracket that we have for you as Toys for Trucks brings you our playoff bracket for tonight. Those of you that are taking a look at our video coverage, you can see the bracket in front of you. This is back to power matching. So the QRF totals that we used the last couple of years, those are no longer the way that we go about seeding teams in the playoffs. You're seeded based on your finish inside the region. Grand Forks Red River, by finishing first in the East region, gets the number 4 seed out of the West region. And so Red River will take on Bismarck St. Mary's. The Riders are also the number 1 ranked team in North Dakota as far as the latest Sportscasters and Sports Writers poll. And so they would go in as kind of the overall number 1 seed in this bracket. That's one of 4 games that will be played tonight. The other game in this half of the bracket will be played in Valley City, where the Highlanders are a West region team, even though that they are 60 miles away from the Red River. Technically, they are out of the West region, and they finished second in the West region. They were the front runner in the West region for quite some time, but ended up slipping to the number 2 spot with a couple of losses down the stretch, including losing to Dickinson, who did not make the playoffs, as you can see taking a look at the playoff field on your screen. And then they lost to Minot North at the end of the year. And the Highlanders could have went from number 1 to number 4 in the last week if Dickinson would have beaten Bismarck St. Mary's. But in the long run, St. Mary's won that game in Bismarck 30-6, and that game was an elimination game. So St. Mary's has already played a game where they knew if they lost, they were out. If they won, they continued their season. They've been in that situation already. Valley City, by virtue of the help from St. Mary's and going to Minot North and losing, they get the number 2 seed, and they're going to take on Wahpeton tonight, the number 3 seed, and that's one of 2 very intriguing games coming up in the opening round of the AA playoffs. Out west, the overall number 1 seed, Minot North. A lot of respect for that team. We saw the Sentinels in town this year when they took on Grand Forks Central, and they were pretty good against the Knights that night, and we saw some things that we thought were pretty exciting about that team, and they finish in the West region as the number 1 team without a senior on the crew. Obviously, new high school, new programs, and so everybody comes back from Minot North next year, and they performed well enough in the West to earn the number 1 seed. They're going to play Devils Lake, the number 4 seed out of the East region, and West Fargo Horace, the number 2 seed out of the East. When they lost that game here in overtime to Grand Forks Red River, they grabbed the number 2 seed. They'll get Jamestown, the number 3 seed, out of the West region. That game is also very intriguing tonight. Jamestown's a good football team. And really, when you take a look at this bracket, I think Wahpeton is going to perform rather well on the road at Valley City tonight. Not saying that Valley City won't win that football game, but it's going to be a tough one. They played earlier this year, and Wahpeton beat Valley City 33-27 that first time around. The other game is on the bottom of your screen, the one that I think will be intriguing, West Fargo Horace and Jamestown. That one could be tough. Even though West Fargo Horace finishes the number 2 seed and they've got plenty of weapons, that Jamestown team has got plenty of weapons as well. They were here, had a really successful night against Grand Forks Central earlier this season, and there's plenty of weapons to make them successful coming up here for this matchup tonight. And so there could be some upsets in the opening round of this tournament. We'll see what happens. This is the first round of the tournament. There are 3. This is the quarterfinal round. The semifinal will come up on Friday again next week. If Red River wins tonight, they have home field advantage in that matchup next week as well. Somebody would come to them, either Valley City or Wahpeton would come to Grand Forks Red River. And then in the finals at the Fargo Dome, Red River and Minot North, if they were to meet, not sure exactly who would tip the home field advantage there one way or the other. Just matters as far as the jerseys are concerned. But the finals are set for November 15th at the Fargo Dome. Should be a fun night coming up here tonight. A fun night coming up next week as well in the semis. And the Fargo Dome will have a good final. And really, this level of football has been about as balanced as any level of football in North Dakota, really from top to bottom. There is a lot of unknown going into each and every night. And so I think in the long run, you're going to see some really good football around North Dakota tonight. And even this game could be competitive. There's a lot of competitiveness at this level. Let's Drive for the Title tonight. And Drive for the Title is brought to you by Toys for Trucks. They are your car, truck, and Jeep accessory supercenter in Grand Forks. You'll find them at 6105 Gateway Drive. Hey, as this weather cools off just a little bit, you might not need it yet, but at some point you might need it. You're talking about automatic start. That's what we're talking about as well. When it's time for an automatic start for your vehicle so you can enjoy that commute to work in the morning, make sure you work with Toys for Trucks and get the quality automatic starts that are going to perform for you when you need them to. And of course, Toys for Trucks is still there to take your ride to the next level with a showroom full of custom wheels and rims. They have performance tires as well. And in the summer driving season, that means one thing. In the winter driving season, tires mean something else. They've got quality tires from a number of brand names that you trust that will make sure that your car gets around, your truck gets around when it's time to make that happen this winter. Toys for Trucks bringing you Drive for the Title, and we'll keep up with our scores throughout the course of the night here on KNOX Live Sports and KNOX Radio as well to keep you updated on those playoff games that are out there. Our pregame report tonight is brought to you by True North Equipment. They are true to your values and ready to serve you with their locations all throughout the northern Red River Valley. And our pregame report is brought to you tonight by Signature Graphics and Apparel. It's your vision. They make it come to life at Signature Graphics and Apparel in East Grand Forks. Custom etching, vinyl signage, along with custom embroidery and silk printing as well. They've got exactly what you're looking for at Signature Graphics and Apparel to promote your team, promote your business. At True North Equipment, they have what you're looking for as far as dependability with those John Deere implements that you've known for generations throughout North Dakota. And whether it's just for your lawn or for your farming operation, True North Equipment ready to service you as well. They bring you our pregame report tonight. A break. We'll come back with more in a couple of moments. We'll take a look at some of the players to watch in this one coming up tonight. And we're expecting Vern Muir, the head coach of the Grand Forks Red River Roughriders, to join us live on our sideline tonight with Sam Jensen, who will bring us the comments of the Grand Forks Red River Roughrider head football coach as we get ready to roll into the quarterfinals of the North Dakota AA football playoffs. So stay with us as we continue with our coverage of high school football tonight here at Cushman Field, Midtown in Grand Forks. It's the Roughriders and the Saints this evening. Red River entertaining Bismarck St. Mary's. Our coverage of high school football continues next on the Rivards Turf and Forage, Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network, and KNOX Live Sports.
From tears in your car, truck, boat, or farm equipment seats, to making boat covers or complete restorations of the interior of your hot rod, Finest Auto Trim in Grand Forks can make the inside of your rides look brand new again. Big or small, at Finest Auto Trim, we can cover it all. To check out our services, go to finestautotrim.com or stop out on Demers Avenue in Grand Forks to get your quote today.
When you think breakfast, you think Perkins Restaurant. Whether you keep it simple with a fresh-baked mammoth muffin and coffee or go all out and try the tremendous 12 breakfast, Perkins Restaurant is your breakfast place. Perkins Restaurant and a great breakfast make the perfect team. Since 1972, Jarrell's Sports Center and Hockey World has provided year-round sporting goods, apparel, and of course, hockey equipment and training tools. You'll also find they have a state-of-the-art skate sharpening machine to give you the edge you need. For anything sports, stop into Jarrell's and Hockey World.
Residents of the Midwest are known for being self-starters and getting the job done. But when it comes to electrical work, it's best to call a professional. Hi, this is Steve from Bergstrom Electric. It's true that there's a certain glory to accomplishing a task on your own, but it's our experience that not only will save you time, but also the headaches that go along with home improvement projects. A simple phone call to Bergstrom Electric can make all the difference. At Bergstrom Electric, the light does shine brighter.
As guys, we all love our trucks. That's why Toys for Trucks is your headquarters for all things truck. They carry an amazing selection of rims and tires, plus floor mats, tonneau covers, hitches, plows, and even Excalibur remote car starters for any car, truck, or SUV. And the best part? They can install everything for your truck right at their location. Stop out at Toys for Trucks in Grand Forks to customize your ride, or check them out at toysfortrucks.com.
Today, the PS stands for proper service for your home, farm, or business, which is what you'll get from the team at PS Garage Doors in Grand Forks. Whether you need a door fixed or just thinking about replacing what you already have, no matter what the size, PS Doors offers the proper service for you. Get your proper service at psgaragedoors.com.
Add a pop of color and excitement to your next celebration with Balloons by Misty. Their one-of-a-kind balloon design skills and creativity will make your event unforgettable. It's always a party at Balloons by Misty. Visit balloonsbymisty.com today.
Franson Bank and Trust in Grand Forks is a community bank that caters to businesses, farms, and consumers. They provide customized financial solutions with personalized customer service. Let Franson Bank give you the banking relationship you deserve. Real people, real results.
Signature Graphics in East Grand Forks is your one-stop shop for all your branding and design needs. From embroidery, vinyl wrapping, laser print, and more fully customized from start to finish, all in-house. Signature Graphics. We craft your vision. You watch it come to life.
Welcome back to our coverage of high school football tonight on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network, KNOX Live Sports and KNOX Radio here in Grand Forks this evening, as Grand Forks Red Rivers at home as the #1 seed out of the East Region to start the AA football playoffs. In the quarterfinal round, they'll take on Bismarck St. Mary's tonight, and the Saints come to town for the second time this season. Our pregame report this evening brought to you by True North Equipment. True to your values and ready to serve you in Grand Forks, and also brought to you tonight by Signature Graphics and Apparel. It's your vision. They make it come to life at Signature Graphics and Apparel in Grand Forks. Sam Jensen is on our sideline tonight, and we're awaiting the emergence of Vern Muir and the Red River Roughriders coming out of the tunnel, so we have the opportunity to catch up with the head coach of the Grand Forks Red River Roughriders as they start what they hope is a lengthy playoff run that would last a couple of weeks from now to try to take them into the Fargo Dome as the overall #1 seed out of the East Region. They're looking forward to try to make their way towards the Fargo Dome. While we wait for that, we can continue a bit of drive for the title by flashing around at some of the other levels of high school football as they are into the playoffs now as well. The 3A football playoffs will continue tonight. The top two levels play on Friday nights. The bottom two levels will play on Saturday afternoons. And so tonight, West Fargo Cheyenne, the #1 seed out of the East Region, will host #4 out of the West, Bismarck Legacy, in the semifinal or other quarterfinals. of the playoffs. Also tonight, Bismarck, the number 2 seed out of the West, will host number 3 seed out of the East, Fargo Shanley. In the bottom half of that bracket, the top seed out of the West is Minot, and they will take on the 4th seed out of the East region, West Fargo. And Fargo Davies, the 2 seed out of the East, will take on Mandan, the number 3 seed out of the West. There's been some turnover in that playoff look as well at the AAA level. Bismarck Century not involved in those playoffs this year, which is one of the teams that isn't exactly noticeable. But when you take a look at the 4 teams from Fargo, you see West Fargo Cheyenne, you see West Fargo, you see Fargo Shanley, and you see Fargo Davies making it. Fargo North is the team out of the East that didn't make it this year. They were relegated back down, or up rather, to the 3A level on success points after last year. Didn't have as great a luck as perhaps they would like to have had returning to the big school level. And out west, you don't see Bismarck Century. So again, Fargo North, Bismarck Century not represented in these particular playoffs. Williston out west also wasn't represented. They've had a bit of a struggle over the last few years trying to put together a football team that will get them to a place where they're going to be competitive. We'll take a look at some of the small schools in a little bit as well and try to get ready for that. Vern Muir and the Roughriders have come out onto the field, and so we'll be catching up with Sam Jensen in just a couple of moments to get the thoughts of Vern Muir, the head coach of Grand Forks Red River, as we get this playoff run started tonight. And then we'll take a look at some of the players to watch in this one as well. But let's go down to the sideline where we have Sam Jensen standing by.
Thank you, Ryan. I'm here with the head coach of the Roughriders, Vern Muir. Coach, what was your message to the team in the locker room before you ran out onto the field?
Just, let's get ready to go. It's playoff football. There's no guarantees. Nothing's for granted. It's not the regular season. Our kids know. I mean, we said the same thing last year when we came out here to play Jamestown. We thankfully just don't have to shovel a field off tonight to get it ready. So our guys I think they're ready to go, and we just got to go play a football game now, knowing that the ultimate stakes are on the line, that your season's over if you don't win, and if you win, you get to play for another week.
Coach, this is your second time playing Bismarck season. How valuable is that game film, if at all, from that matchup back in August?
Well, it's huge because obviously they were a AAA team the last 2 years, and we didn't really have a lot of familiarity outside of when we watched what they did when we scouted other teams. But to prepare for them, and it was their first game of the year, so there were some things that we hadn't seen that just had to react to, and now we've got a whole season's worth of stuff to look at, just like they got a whole season's worth to look at us. And they've changed a little bit with the injury at quarterback, and they've changed how they line up on defense a little bit, but still the same guys playing. And I think there'll be some familiarity between both sides of the field here tonight, that we kind of know what each other's going to do, and glad we didn't have to ride a bus to get here to play tonight. So.
Hey, thank you very much for your time tonight, Vern, and good luck in tonight's matchup.
Appreciate it. Thank you, Brett.
Back to you, Ryan.
Vern Muir joining us tonight, the head coach of the Grand Forks Red River Roughriders, on our sideline this evening. Our drive time to kickoff brought to you tonight by Mike's Custom Truck of Northwood and Nelson Auto of Grand Forks, down to 23 minutes and under as we get ready for the kickoff of this matchup tonight in the opening round of the Class A, or I should say rather AA football playoffs. Before we take our next break, let's take a look at our game fuel that we have for you tonight. And our game fuel this evening is brought to you by Circle K, with a brand new store to serve you on South Washington and Grand Forks, and it's all landscaped and ready. It's now beautiful on the inside and the outside. Circle K is ready for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. You got a great frozen food section, a great beverage section, all the conveniences that you look for, and a car wash that's ready for you. And again, with hours of 24/7, you can count on Circle K to be there when you need them. Circle K bringing you our game fuel for tonight. For those of you on KNOX Live Sports, you can see what Bismarck St. Mary's is about, but it's going to be difficult to see what they're about. They've decided to spread the ball out a little bit, and what really stands out for St. Mary's are 4 receivers with over 170 yards receiving on the year. They've tried to develop some extra weapons. Now, Jacoby Grimm, 513 yards throwing the football this year. You can see on your screen Charles Richter, who's a quarterback that won't start tonight for St. Mary's, had 693 yards through the air, 244 on the ground, but Jacoby Grimm completing a higher percentage of his passes than Charles Richter, and so they made that move at quarterback. Beckett Price, definitely one to watch, with 532 yards on the ground as they try to stay balanced. For Grand Forks Red River tonight, their game fuel It's all about Thomas Kraft and Pierce Parks offensively as they go. The Riders will go. Thomas Kraft, 845 yards on the ground. He's got another 170 in the air tonight. And when Thomas Kraft is great, the Riders are really tough to beat. In the games where they struggled, particularly West Fargo Horace, Thomas Kraft put it on the ground a couple of times, and that's one thing that they'll emphasize not doing. Pierce Parks, 14 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, but he's thrown 3 interceptions in a row. He had 14 touchdown passes before he threw the 3 picks. So again, those 2 players trying to limit their turnovers as they come into the playoffs. Cam Clefstead, though, a great season at tight end. Carter Flom, one of the amazing receiver core that Red River has. 338 yards from Flom, 545 yards receiving from Cam Clefstead. They've got a great receiver core as well. We haven't talked about the defense yet, which has been very, very good. Red River doesn't keep up-to-date statistics on their defensive numbers, but when you take a look at some of the defensive players, J.B. Walters up on the line, Ray Dushek in the middle of that linebacker core, Reed Krogstad there as well. They've got some very physical players on the defensive side. That is Game Fuel, brought to you tonight by Circle K, the Game Fuel for St. Mary's and Red River tonight. We're going to take a break on our pregame coverage. We'll come back, take a look at the tools for the game that we have for you tonight. So stay with us for that. Those are coming up in a couple of moments as we continue with our pregame report, brought to you by True North Equipment, true to your values, ready to serve you in the northern Red River Valley, and Signature Graphics and Apparel. It's your vision. Make it come to life with Signature Graphics and Apparel. It's Red River, the top seed out of the East. St. Mary's, the 4 seed out of the West. The Roughriders and the Saints tonight in the opening round of the AA football playoffs. On the Rivards Turf and Forage, Grand Trailer Sales, Sports Network, and KNOX Live Sports.
When you need the right part for your pickup, head to Northwood or call Mike's Custom Truck. Amanda will drop ship any part you need. Turbos, upgraded fuel pumps, Edge products, and more. Mike's Custom Truck, 587-6335.
You've been waiting for a chance to do something that matters, something big without a big price tag. Welcome to Northland Community and Technical College. Here you can have a big impact on a small campus, in classrooms that mirror today's workplace, with instructors who teach from experience and know you by name. You've been waiting for a place like this. Are you ready?
Need seed, think Proseed. Proseed.net.
Grand Trailer Sales in East Grand Forks is your go-to spot for enclosed utility, flatbed, and dump trailers in the Red River Valley. They have the biggest selection on hand of trailers with great pricing. If you're looking for parts, service, or simply to buy, trade, or rent a trailer, stop into East Grand Forks. GrandTrailersSales.com.
Apex Apparel is your quick turnaround apparel and promotional item shop in Grand Forks. If you're looking for direct-to-garment printing, embroidery work, or a huge selection of promotional items, come to Apex Apparel, your locally owned, family-run, quick turnaround apparel shop in Grand Forks.
Whether it's a golf course, your lawn, a pasture on your farm, cover crop, or even a food plot to help you get that big buck, Rivard's Turf and Forage of Grand Forks has developed, mixed, and packaged the premium specialized seed you need for almost every application. Plus, they also carry a full line of ice melter products for your home or business. To check out all their products, go to rivards.com.
Picture yourself at Lake Region State College. With faculty and staff here to help you succeed, we know you by name. Picture your success as you get hands-on ready for the workforce or transfer on to earn your bachelor's degree. Lake Region State College. We change lives.
Spray Advantage of Grand Forks carries everything you need for the chemical and fertilizer application on your farm. They have pumps, tips, and tanks from 3 gallons all the way up to 10,000 gallons on hand. They can help with parts and accessories for the fertilizer and tillage equipment on your farm too. Go to sprayadvantage.com.
Your local Circle K and Holiday Station stores are proud to support high school activities. Stop by the new Circle K location at 1316 South Washington Street for not only gas, but a wide array of hot and cold food, snacks for everyone, and a car wash. Open 24/7, 7 days a week.
It's hard to explain what this feels like. We could try to put it into words, but nothing compares to experiencing it for yourself. You just have to get in the seat.
Visit True North Equipment at any of our 10 locations or at www.truenorthequipment.com.
Welcome back to our coverage of high school football on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network, KNOX Live Sports. Tonight we're at Cushman Field in Grand Forks, where we get set for the first round of the AA football playoffs. It'll be the opener for Grand Forks Red River trying to make a run into the football playoffs. The Roughriders are at home to take on Bismarck St. Mary's. Red River with a 9-0 record going up against 5-4 Bismarck St. Mary's tonight here at Cushman Field. Ryan Cunningham with you, Sam Jensen on our sideline. Joey Springer has our camera work tonight, along with Luca Carpenter, who is on the sidelines this evening taking care of Sam Jensen, and we'll be having further updates from Sam throughout the course of our night tonight. Our pregame report is brought to you this evening by Signature Graphics and Apparel. It's your vision. Make it come to life at Signature Graphics and Apparel. And our pregame report brought to you tonight by True North Equipment. True to our values, your values, and ready to serve you here in Grand Forks and throughout the region at True North Equipment. Sam Jensen is attempting to rustle up the Bismarck St. Mary's head football coach to see if we can check in with the head man for the Saints. And it looks like he might be making his way over to our station. Toby Schweitzer is their head coach, and we'll see if Sam Jensen can bring him to camera in just a couple of moments. Then we'll take a look at some of the individuals that we have. Actually, we took a look at that. We'll take a look at some of the keys for tonight's matchup as Sam gets in place. A quick look at the remaining classes of high school football that are out there. As we mentioned, the small schools will continue play tomorrow. The number 1 seed in the Class A level is Kindred. They'll get the number 8 seed Shiloh Christian tomorrow. Central Cass, the 4 seed, will get Minot Ryan, the 5 seed. The 2-7 matchup will be Velva Drake Animus Garrison, the 2 seed, and Harvey Wells County is the 7 seed. And then Killdeer, the 3 seed, and Langdon Area Munich, the 6 seed, get ready to do battle coming up tomorrow as well. Let's go to the sideline where we have Sam Jensen standing by with Toby Schweitzer, the head coach of Bismarck St. Mary's. Sam?
Here with head coach Toby Schweitzer for Bismarck St. Mary's. Coach, you guys live to fight another day. You're in the state quarterfinals. How much are you going to take from the game film when you played at this same field back in August and translate it into hopefully some success here tonight for your team?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things we'd like to have different, you know, especially the 3 minutes in the first quarter last time we played where we let them score 3 times on us real quick. But they are a very good football team. We have a lot of respect for them, and we just are going to try to come out and give them a good game. That's our goal.
Coach, what are you guys going to have to do to be successful here tonight against a very powerful number 1 team in the state, Grand Forks Red River?
Well, we're going to have to take advantage of every offensive possession that we have. We'd like to be able to run the ball consistently, take it down the field and get some points. And if we can take up some time and do that and keep the ball out of the hands of their high-powered people, that'll be really big for us.
Head coach for Bismarck St. Mary's, Toby Schweitzer, getting ready for kickoff at 6 p.m. here at Cushman Field. Back to you, Ryan.
All right, thank you very much. That's Sam Jensen on our sideline tonight. Great get for Sam Jensen as well as he brings Toby Schweitzer in, the head coach of the the Bismarck St. Mary's Saints, for our pregame report this evening as we close in on time for kickoff. Now under 13 minutes on our drive time to kickoff, brought to you this evening by Mike's Custom Truck of Northwood and Nelson Auto of Grand Forks. And so you could hear from Toby Schweitzer, the head coach of St. Mary's. The pressure's on to take advantage of every offensive possession. They know they need points. That's a big part of what they need tonight. And so in the long run, they've got to get ready for that as they get ready to go up against a Rough Rider team that has the ability to score points in a hurry, something you heard from Toby Schweitzer in that matchup as well. Let's take a look at our keys to the game tonight. And our keys to the game are brought to you by Jarrell Sports Center and Hockey World. You know what? It's hockey season. My son's already had 1 practice, another one coming up tomorrow. Whether you need precision skate sharpening, which they have for the right edge at Jarrell Sports Center and Hockey World, or whatever pad, whatever piece of equipment that you're looking for whatever position on your team, they are regularly stocked with the latest at Jarrell Sports Center and Hockey World. So stop and see what's new for the season. And remember, the other sports, they have them covered as well at Jarrell Sports Center and Hockey World. They're ready to get you in the game at Jarrell's. And our keys tonight for Grand Forks Red River, one of the big keys defensively, you heard it from Toby Schweitzer, they want to run the football. Whether it's Jacoby Grimm that's under center tonight or Charles Richter, they really want to establish the run. And so for Red River, committing resources against that early is going to be very important. Also for Red River, playing physically, because St. Mary's and Bismarck teams in general pride themselves on playing physically. They think that it's an X factor in the way that they approach the game. And so from that regard, they're definitely going to want to amp that up a little bit. And they've got to cut down on the turnovers. When we saw them here against West Fargo Horace, it was just a night where 2 very untimely turnovers led to some problems for the Roughriders, and those were just the fumbles. They threw the ball away a little bit as well, and so they definitely want to take that out of the game. They've got to clean that part up as they get in. They had a couple of turnovers against Devil's Lake at the end of the season as well. The Firebirds perhaps not quite enough power to make them pay for it, but still, the turnover bug has been hitting lately for Grand Forks Red River. For Bismarck St. Mary's, going to have to cover those matchups pretty much one-on-one at some point with the names that the Roughriders can throw at you to try to stretch the field, like Carter Flom, like Caden Mackey, like Dan Severud, Cam Clefstead. It's just going to be a difficult thing to try to zone anybody up or get help. So at some point, you're going to have to win one-on-one matchups. You're expecting St. Mary's to have to commit some help against the run when you've got somebody like Thomas Kraft that can get downhill on you. Also affecting the passer. We did see that Pierce Parks can get a little rattled when he was in the game against Horace, and that was something that Horace did well, was make him move around. So Pierce Parks on the roll looking to throw is not the same Pierce Parks that's dropping back looking to throw. However, there's a catch to that situation as well, because Pierce Parks on the run is not Pierce Parks trying to throw the football, and Pierce Parks on the run is a big threat for Grand Forks Red River. And then opening the holes up between the tackles for Grand Forks Red River as well, or for Bismarck St. Mary's, I should say rather, as well. You're going to have to run there, because trying to stretch Red River to the edges doesn't work out very well. They've got great closing speed. They play with 3 linebackers and 5 defensive backs. This is a team that covers a lot of ground in the second and third level defensively. And so trying to run to the edge on some stretch out plays, that will be less effective against Red River. You're going to need to run between those holes, tackle to tackle, to try to have some success to establish that running game that St. Mary's definitely wants to establish tonight. Those are the keys to the game, and they're brought to you by Jarrell Sports Center and Hockey World. Stop in and see what's new for the season at Jarrell Sports Center and Hockey World. Well, the countdown continues. We're inside of 9 minutes now on our clock left to run out before we get to the kickoff of this matchup. We still have the 9-man level to talk about when it comes down to the North Dakota High School playoffs. We'll also talk a little bit of volleyball as we get ready for a big one on Tuesday and the end of the regular season coming up for the EDC teams, but certainly Red River and Central getting ready to go into that tournament level. So we'll have that for you coming up as we continue with our pregame report tonight. Brought to you by True North Equipment. True to your values, ready to serve you in the Northern Red River Valley, and Signature Graphics and Apparel. It's your vision. Make it come to life with Signature Graphics and Apparel. This is our coverage of high school football on the Rivards Turf and Forage, Grand Trailer Sales, Sports Network, and KNOX Live Sports, and we're back with more in just a couple of moments.
If you've got an electrical emergency, call RBB Electric. We are your 24/7 electrician. Your call will always be answered by an RBB employee ready to help 24/7. RBB Electric is on time every time. Your time is valuable, and we don't waste it. RBB Electric always calls ahead to schedule service. We are online always. If you suffer from slow download speeds, call our certified network designers and installers. On call, on time, and online. RBB Electric won't leave you in the dark. RBB Electric, your 24/7 electricians.
When you think breakfast, you think Perkins Restaurant. Whether you keep it simple with a fresh baked mammoth muffin and coffee or go all out and try the tremendous 12 breakfast, Perkins Restaurant is your breakfast place. Perkins Restaurant and a great breakfast make the perfect team.
Rust, salt, and time are the biggest enemies for a fuel tank. Never fear, because Grand Forks Welding is here to take care of your enemies for you. We not only fix or patch your tanks, but we can custom fabricate any kind of replacement fuel tanks or service unit. Go to grandforkswelding.com.
Made of steel.
When you're in pain, you need more than just a doctor. You need a problem solver. Count on All True Orthopedics and Sports Medicine and get back to what moves you.
Your family deserves clean, filtered water. High Plains Water offers Millennium Drink Water System, which delivers great-tasting water and also eliminates harmful impurities. Professionally installed and maintained by High Plains Water of Grand Forks. See them at highplainswater.com.
Today, the PS stands for proper service for your home, farm, or business, which is what you'll get from the team at PS Garage Doors in Grand Forks. Whether you need a door fixed or just thinking about replacing what you already have, no matter what the size, PS Doors offers the proper service for you. Get your proper service at psgaragedoors.com.
Tears in your car, truck, boat, or farm equipment seats to making boat covers or complete restorations of the interior of your hot rod. Finest Auto Trim in Grand Forks can make the inside of your rides look brand new again. Big or small, at Finest Auto Trim, we can cover it all. To check out our services, go to finestautotrim.com or stop out on Demers Avenue in Grand Forks to get your quote today.
As guys, we all love our trucks. That's why Toys for Trucks is your headquarters for all things truck. They carry an amazing selection of rims and tires, plus floor mats, tonneau covers, hitches, plows, and even Excalibur remote car starters for any car, truck, or SUV. And the best part? They can install everything for your truck right at their location. Stop out at Toys for Trucks in Grand Forks to customize your ride, or check them out at toysfortrucks.com.
Wow, Ram buyers, listen up. Right now, get 22% off all remaining Ram trucks at Nelson Auto in Grand Forks. Yep, you heard right, 22% off. You pick 1500 or heavy duty and save 22% right off the top. Or get 0% for 72 months on select Wrangler, Grand Cherokee, Pacifica, or Dodge Hornet. These are huge discounts and 0% is back. It's a great time to take a test drive. Grab these huge discounts and low financing now at Nelson Auto Center, Grand Forks.
Welcome back to our coverage of high school football tonight in the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network, KNOX Live Sports. This evening we are at Cushman Field in Grand Forks, where the top seed out of the East, Grand Forks Red River, set to take on the 4 seed out of the West in Bismarck St. Mary's. Our pregame report tonight brought to you by our friends at True North Equipment, true to your values and ready to serve you in Grand Forks and throughout the region in the northern Red River Valley. And Signature Graphics and Apparel, it's your vision. Make it come to life at Signature Graphics and Apparel. As far as the weather conditions are concerned tonight, it doesn't look like there'll be much of a concern. We don't seem to have much of a breeze at all affecting the game here at this point. We have an 8-mile-per-hour wind. Current temperature stands at 43 degrees. That's what it's expected to be when we get to kickoff tonight. Now, there's the possibility of some light precipitation that comes in as the night goes on. We seem to start to see that pop in right around about halfway through the 6 o'clock hour or a little bit more than that. And we should finish the game somewhere around the 40-degree mark. So in the long run, temperatures a little chilly, but you know what? Typical for what we should expect out of playoff football this year. And again, the wind is not going to be a factor in this one. Both teams are going to have their full complement of plays available to them as they go either direction on the field tonight, unless there's some massive change in the conditions, and we certainly do not expect that this evening. Our drive time to kick off tonight brought to you by our friends at Mike's Custom Truck in Northwood and Nelson Auto in Grand Forks. You can see we're under 4 minutes to go. For those of you that are checking out our video coverage tonight, you'll see that. For those of you that are not and you'd like to, again, you can find our video coverage of this matchup tonight at knoxradio.com. Look underneath the sports tab and the live sports link, and you'll be able to find it there. You can also find the KNOX TV YouTube channel. For those of you with smart devices, smart TVs at home, go to the KNOX TV channel on YouTube, and you'll be able to pull that up on your big screen right there at home so you can take this in the comfort of your home tonight. We have a good crowd that's building here tonight at Cushman Field. And the students have decided to break out costume night here tonight, and that student section looks like they're kind of into it. We see Mario, we see Luigi, I see a UND hockey player down there in a helmet and everything. Looks like just some pajama kind of mentality. I've got a Grover and a Cookie Monster from Sesame Street tonight. I've also got a hot dog. I have sort of somebody representing Mexico with a big old hat and multicolored pullover as well. And earlier tonight, saw a couple of religious symbols out there as well. A couple of young ladies that were dressed like sisters, and a young man that was dressed as a priest. And hopefully that will just kind of not be spotted by those folks from Bismarck St. Mary's that are across the way here tonight. We'll just sort of, push that one off to the side, right? Just kind of leave that over here. Again, the winner of this one moves on to a matchup coming up next Friday. Next Friday, they'll be in action, and if Red River wins, they're at home again coming up next Friday. One final level of football to take a look at in the playoffs. That's the 9-man level, which will continue coming up tomorrow. Number 1 seeds, Lemoore, Litchfield, Marion. They scored 76 points against Hankinson last week to move on to the quarterfinals. They'll get South Prairie Max, the 8 seed, 42-28 winners last week over Mulhall, Lansford, Sherwood. Linton, HMB, Strasburg, Zeeland. That's Linton, Hazelden, Moffett, Braddock, Strasburg, Zeeland. Might as well call it Emmons County. They defeated South Border 20-0. They'll get Cavalier, who upset the 5th seed North Border 44-14. A couple of ineligibilities on the North Border team. that led them to go into the quarterfinals undermanned, if you will. New Rockford Cheyenne, the 2 seed, they're going to go on to take on Grant County Flasher, the 7 seed. And North Prairie was beaten by New Rockford Cheyenne. North Prairie's Rollo Roulette Wolford. New Rockford Cheyenne ended their season last week. And West Hope Newburgh Glenburn with a win over Alexander. They'll get Wyndmere Lidgerwood coming up the next round. Wyndmere Lidgerwood ousted the 6 seed Griggs Midkota 44-24. And that is a complete look at the playoff picture that we have for you coming into this matchup tonight. And that's going to do it for our pregame report that we have for you this evening. So the Roughriders coming back onto the field. We'll get ready for our starting lineups to be announced here in just a couple of moments. So stay with us. One final break in our pregame report, and we're back with more as we get ready for the starting lineups of this one. Our pregame report tonight brought to you by Signature Graphics and Apparel. It's your vision. Make it come to life at Signature Graphics and Apparel and True North Equipment, true to your values, ready to serve you in the northern Red River Valley. We're back with starting lineups in football next on the Rivards Turf and Forage, Grand Trailer Sales, Sports Network, and KNOX Live Sports.
Franson Bank and Trust in Grand Forks is a community bank that caters to businesses, farms, and consumers. They provide customized financial solutions with personalized customer service. Let Franson Bank give you the banking relationship you deserve. Real people, real results.
From tears in your car, truck, boat, or farm equipment seats to making boat covers or complete restorations of the interior of your hot rod, Finest Auto Trim in Grand Forks can make the inside of your rides look brand new again. Big or small, at Finest Auto Trim, we can cover it all. To check out our services, go to finestautotrim.com or stop out on Demers Avenue in Grand Forks to get your quote today.
Whether it's a golf course, your lawn, a pasture on your farm, cover crop, or even a food plot to help you get that big buck, Rivards Turf and Forage of Grand Forks has developed, mixed, and packaged the premium specialized seed you need for almost every application. Plus, they also carry a full line of ice melter products for your home or business. To check out all their products, go to rivards.com.
Add a pop of color and excitement to your next celebration with Balloons by Misty. Their one-of-a-kind balloon design skills and creativity will make your event unforgettable. It's always a party at Balloons by Misty. Visit balloonsbymisty.com today.
Since 1972, Jarrell's Sports Center and Hockey World has provided year-round sporting goods, apparel, and of course, hockey equipment and training tools. You'll also find they have a state-of-the-art skate sharpening machine to give you the edge you need for anything sports. Stop into Jarrell's and Hockey World. Pro Ag in Grand Forks and Grafton carries the equipment and parts on hand to make your farming operation run smooth. They carry all major brands like Honeybee, Alloway, Amity, Artex, Hardy, Capello, Monosem, Pickett, Wilrich, and Black Ace. So whether you're trading in, buying, or just need parts, go to ProAgEquip.com to see everything Pro Ag has to offer.
When you need the right part for your pickup, head to Northwood or call Mike's Custom Truck. Amanda will drop ship any part you need: turbos, upgraded fuel pumps, Edge products, and more. Mike's Custom Truck, 587-6335. Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem. National anthem taken care of below tonight. Mixed ensemble from Grand Forks Red River that includes 3 football players in that mixed ensemble tonight. And welcome to Cushman Field. The playoffs about to begin. It's Grand Forks Red River, the top seed out of the East region, taking on the 4 seed out of the West in Bismarck St. Mary's. Let's take a look at our starting lineups. But first, for those of you on the radio side, we pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is our coverage of high school football on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network. Let's take a look at our starting lineups for tonight's matchup. They're brought to you tonight by Franson Bank and Trust. Real people, real results. FransonBank.com. First for the visiting Bismarck St. Mary's Saints. The center is Ben Baumgartner. The guards are Jackson Barth and Max Griffin. And the tackles are Connor McIntosh and Roman Barnes. The wide receivers are Dominic Zander and Aiden Price. The tight end is Connor Schatz. The running backs are David Vetter and Beckett Price, and Jacoby Grimm will start at quarterback. quarterback tonight for the Saints. Defensively, Roman Barnes is the nose. The edges are Jackson Barth and Cortland Eberle. The linebackers, Vincent Langenfelder, Xander, Bennett McHugh, and Connor Schatz. And the defensive backs are Ryan Borer, Aiden Price, Charles Richter, and David Vetter. And the head coach of Bismarck St. Mary's is Toby Schweitzer. For Grand Forks Red River tonight, the starting center is Owen Hollinger. The guards are Ryan Ward and Jake Foss, and the tackles are Xander Wayne and J.B. Walters. The wide receivers are Carter Flom, Dan Severud, and Caden Mackey. The tight end is Cam Klefstedt. Thomas Kraft is the running back, and Pierce Parks gets the start again at quarterback. A storied career for Pierce. He's been a 3-year starter. Defensively for the Riders, J.B. Walters is the nose. The edges are Owen Hollinger and Jake Foss. The linebackers, Cam Klefstedt on the outside. The interior, Ray Dushik and Reed Krogstedt. The corners are Carter Flom and Sakai Billity. And the safeties will be Thomas Kraft, Logan Bierke, and Aiden Wadlow. Vern Muir is the head coach of Grand Forks Red River. And our starting lineups tonight brought to you by Franson Bank and Trust. Real people, real results. FransonBank.com. One announcement for those of you that are following along on KNOX Live Sports tonight: you will not see the play clock this evening, and that's because here at Cushman Field, they use a separate device to govern the play clock rather than the play clock and the game clock coming from the same device. We can only bring you one of those. So tonight you will get an accurate game clock and score, but the play clock will not run. We will give you the cues verbally on what the play clock looks like on plays where that is a significant situation. Bismarck St. Mary's is in white with blue hats, and they'll move from left to right towards the south end zone. Grand Forks Red River's in red up and down with white trim. And Red River will kick the football away to St. Mary's as they defend that end zone to the south. And when they get it, they'll be moving north here in the opening quarter. The winner advances to the semifinals. St. Mary's is on the road no matter what happens. They would go to either Valley City or to Wahpeton, whoever wins that matchup tonight in Valley City. If the Riders win, they're coming home no matter who they play. Either Wahpeton or Valley City would find their way here coming up next week at Cushman Field. Brody Andrade will tee the football up for Red River. That was the story at the end of the regular season. Brody Andrade missed a game with Wahpeton because he's a soccer player and was in the state soccer tournament for Red River being held here at Cushman Field. They had a tough time kicking the football that night. A couple of extra points that didn't go their way, that type of thing. And they were happy to get Brody Andrade back so he could do the kicking responsibilities tonight. Andrade tees it up and sends a short kick towards the far side of the field, bobbled a little bit by Bismarck St. Mary's, and returned by Vincent Langenfelder, who found a bit of a wedge to run with at the 25 and found his way out near the 30. We'll see Bismarck St. Mary's taking over with the opening possession right around their own 30-yard line. Underway at 6:01 this evening. And again, 43 degrees in Grand Forks, cloudy skies, maybe the threat of some rain coming in at some point, and we're going to hope that it holds off at least for a while, or certainly isn't a big factor. There's a lot of blankets, a lot of hoodies, and a lot of stocking caps up there for all the fans this evening. And here comes this new look Bismarck St. Mary's offense with Jacoby Grimm at the quarterback's position. He'll stand with men to his right and left in the backfield and 3 receivers, and immediately there's a penalty as this play got started in stages. Carter McIntosh, the left tackle, was up and moving a little bit too quickly and came across the line of scrimmage before he realized that the ball had not yet been snapped. And a penalty against Bismarck St. Mary's will knock him back to the 25. 1st and 15 now for Bismarck St. Mary's to get this one started tonight. So an inauspicious start. Jacoby Grimm completing 46 passes of 78 attempts. Charles Richter, 47 completions and 109 attempts, and so they've kind of made their living with Jacoby Grimm at the quarterback. Shotgun snap, he'll give it away to David Vetter trying to stretch, and Vetter's caught behind the line of scrimmage, back at around the 24 for a yard loss. We talked about that in our pregame report, trying to establish the run, but a need to try to establish the run in the middle. Reed Krogstead comes up with a stop. It's going to be very difficult to stretch against Grand Forks Red River, just for the fact that they've got really good speed in their defensive secondary. And so if you don't match up front, could be kind of an interesting night for Bismarck St. Mary's. And there's also an injury on the field to get this one started on just the first snap of the game. So this has been a problematic opener for the Saints. A 5-yard mark off on the opening penalty before their opening play, a 1-yard loss on their first play, and now an injury on the far side of the field as well. and all within 20 seconds of game time, start the matchup tonight. Looks as though the Saint that was injured is up and going to be okay, and that's Beckett Price that's coming off the field for Bismarck St. Mary's, who is their leading rusher on the season. So you continue to add insult to insult, or I should say injury to injury here. Maybe adding injury to insult, not the other way around. It'll be 2nd down and 16, and now your leading rusher has to at least sit out a play or two while he puts himself back together after that play. So 2nd down and 16 for Bismarck St. Mary's from their own 24. Grimm again out of the gun. Mendu is right and left. 3 receivers, Twins right on 2nd and 16. Grimm dropping back, looking to throw over the middle, pass incomplete. It was behind Connor Schatz, the tight end who had set up camp at around the 34. Decent zone coverage there, but Schatz was open. The ball was just thrown to the wrong side. Reed Krogstad was in the vicinity for Red River. And now on 3rd down and 16, Bismarck St. Mary's will have a tough conversion coming up. So 3rd and 16 for the Saints. Grimm goes over to get the play from the sideline. And if you don't convert here, you might be giving Grand Forks Red River some fairly good field position to get their first drive going tonight. 3 receivers again, base formation. Grimm out of the gun with Mendu right and left of the backfield on 3rd down and 16. Grimm dropping back, pressured, hit on the screen pass. He goes down. They're going to rule that this is down by contact. The ball did pop out, but Grand Forks Red River comes up with a big play on the opening possession. The hit comes in from number 55, Bryce Muse, who's had a great finish to his season. Take a look at it to the American Family Insurance Tyler Nagel Agency replay. You're going to see a screen set up here for Jacoby Grimm. Grimm trying to draw back and had 3 men on him almost immediately and took the hit right away on that play. Just no chance for him to get rid of it. And the Saints have to punt the football, which they do, and the ball is caught at about the 45-yard line. And so we'll see the Riders setting up shop inside St. Mary's territory. So a good possession for Grand Forks Red River, and it'll be 1st down and 10. The Rider defense coming up with a big stop early. And now we'll see if the Rider offense can hold serve and come out with some momentum as well. First down and 10 for Grand Forks Red River from the St. Mary's 45-yard line. Shotgun snap, Pierce Parks. He'll give to Thomas Kraft, backfield, trying to jump cut to the left and struggles forward, got 5 yards, and really there wasn't much to be there. Made a jump cut back to his left and ran through a couple of tackles before Dominic Zander was able to bring him down, and Kraft will have a 5-yard pickup for the Roughriders. It'll be 2nd down and 5 for Red River. And Red River will take that all throughout the course of the night when they're looking for the opportunity to get something done. They're going to take those 5-yard pickups from Thomas Kraft throughout the night. 2nd down and 5. Parks out of the gun with 3 receivers. Play action to throw over the middle. He's got Caden Mackey open. Mackey spins his way inside the 30. He's down to around the 28-yard line, and that should be enough for a 1st down and a pickup of 12 yards on Caden Mackey's first catch tonight. Mackey, 10 catches, 172 yards on the season, and Mackey kind of bobbling that football as he made his way to the ground, but has the catch, and it's 1st down and 10 for Grand Forks Red River at the St. Mary's 28-yard line. Riders pick up a 1st down on their opening possession. Scoreless on the all-true scoreboard in the opening possession of the football game for Red River. Shotgun snap coming up for Parks. Kraft to his right in the backfield, gives it away to Thomas Kraft. Looking for a hole, found one, now bounces to the numbers far side. 15, cuts back middle, 10, and stopped out of bounds at the 9-yard line. A 19-yard pickup for Thomas Kraft as Kraft and the Rider offenses come to work here in the opening possession. So Red River has a 1st down and goal on their opening possession at the St. Mary's 9. No score. Red River got the football at the 45 after the big hit on the quarterback sack against Jacoby Grimm. It set them up in very good field position. And now on 1st and goal, the Riders go looking for the opening points of the football game. 3 receivers, Twins to the near side of the field, which is the wide side, the left. Parks takes it, Kraft looking left side, bouncing, getting low, driving across the 5, knocks his way down to the 2. It's a gain of 7 yards for Thomas Kraft. 31 on the drive already, and a meticulous Red River team now on the lip of the cup, looking at 2nd down and goal from the 2-yard line. So 2nd and goal for Grand Forks Red River. Ray Dushek will come into the matchup for the Roughriders one of the fullbacks in this formation for Grand Forks Red River. And Pierce Parks trying to set things up with Dushek setting up shop behind the right guard or right tackle on the right side of the offensive line. They're overloaded that way. Kraft looking middle, bouncing, diving. He's into the end zone for a Grand Forks Red River touchdown. And the Riders are on the board first tonight. The touchdown will come at 8 minutes and 49 seconds of the opening quarter. And it's Kraft from 2 yards out taking advantage of the short porch that the Red River defense delivered. And now we'll see the Riders go to that awkward look for conversion that they have throughout the course of the season, where they set up their offensive line to the left side. And we'll see if they're going to go for two. Matt Dosh is the quarterback. He takes the snap. They're going to go for the 2-point conversion. Dosh rolling, hit as he throws, and it's incomplete to the back of the end zone. And that's going to take us to a stoppage. A timeout for Big Jim's Tire and Apex Apparel, but the Riders are on the board first tonight with 8:49 remaining in the opening quarter. Your score in the All-True scoreboard, Riders 6, Saints nothing. This is our coverage of high school football on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network and KNOX Live Sports.
Add a pop of color and excitement to your next celebration with Balloons by Misty. Their one-of-a-kind balloon design skills and creativity will make your event unforgettable. It's always a party at Balloons by Misty. Visit balloonsbymisty.com today.
Residents of the Midwest are known for being self-starters and getting the job done. But when it comes to electrical work, it's best to call a professional. Hi, this is Steve from Bergstrom Electric. It's true that there's a certain glory to accomplishing a task on your own, but it's our experience that not only will save you time, but also the headaches that go along with home improvement projects. A simple phone call to Bergstrom Electric can make all the difference. At Bergstrom Electric, the light does shine brighter.
Welcome back to our coverage of high school football on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network as the Riders kick the football away. Kick being returned near side for Bismarck St. Mary's and Aiden Price, and Price is down ahead of the 30-yard line and will take it out to around the 33. And so first down and 10 from the 33 coming up. And we'll go down to the sideline where we have Sam Jensen standing by with the latest. Sam, take it away.
Ryan, there's been a common theme to the success for Red River on both sides of the ball. Defensively, able to control the line of scrimmage, limit the attack that the Saints are going to try throw at them on the ground. And offensively, the same thing, operating in the running game, controlling the line of scrimmage. Let's see if they're going to be able to continue the dominance in the trenches moving forward.
All right, couple technical difficulties there as well. It'll be first down and 10 for Bismarck St. Mary's at the 34-yard line as it's a 6-0 lead in favor of Grand Forks Red River after the opening possession. Beckett Price stretch play and down back behind the line of scrimmage again. He'll be brought down by Thomas Kraft, who comes sprinting in from a defensive back position and brings down Beckett Price back behind the line of scrimmage. Loss of 7 on the play. And again, Bismarck St. Mary's has tried the sweep game a couple of times, and they just have not been able to stretch out this Grand Forks Red River defense. 6-0 Riders on the All-True scoreboard. We welcome you back to Cushman Field tonight. It'll be second down and 16 for Bismarck St. Mary's after the loss. Jacoby Grimm out of the shotgun with 3 receivers. Dropping back, looking to throw. Plays a deep ball downfield, looking for Aiden Price, who reaches back and can't make the play. Price was covered downfield by Red River rather well that time from Carter Flom. And so here comes third down and 17. So 3rd and 17 coming up here for for Bismarck St. Mary's. And the Saints struggling to get something going offensively here. And really, this is kind of a key moment in this matchup. You don't convert, you've got to give the ball back to Grand Forks Red River. They get another score on the board, and it's going to be a tough sled to try to come back from down 2 scores against this Red River team. 3rd and 17. Play action for Grimm. He's got some time. Shaken as he tried to throw the first time around. Rolls near side, takes a hit as he throws, and the pass is incomplete. Being chased from behind by Cam Klefstedt, and here comes 4th down and 17. And once again, the Riders able to come up with the play necessary to affect the quarterback. The touchdown, let's take a look at it once again on the American Family Insurance Tyler Nagel Agency replay. Another nice play coming in here from Thomas Kraft. You'll see Kraft finding a hole to the middle after trying towards the right, ran into a man, and was able to struggle his way into the end zone. He did so much work on his body this year to get ready for plays just like that. that he was able to physical his way through. And another punt from Bismarck St. Mary's that will be caught by Grand Forks Red River at the 44.
Roughriders at the 44-yard line.
So 1st and 10 for Grand Forks Red River at their own 44-yard line. They lead it by a score of 6-0. And the Riders now with an opportunity to march down the field and take firm control of the football game. Pierce Parks will come back onto the field with Thomas Kraft to his left and 3 receivers that will string to the right side of the football field as well. Parks waiting for the shotgun snap. He'll start a man in motion. Looks to give to Kraft, and it was hung up in the backfield as 2 men ran into each other. Kraft getting low and just forages ahead for perhaps a yard to around the 45. They were running some jet sweep motion, and Max Manassa, who's not in the offensive picture that often, was running the jet sweep motion, ended up colliding with Thomas Kraft, and it held Kraft up for just a yard, and it will bring up a 2nd down and 9. So 2nd and 9 from the 45. Caden Mackey, Manassa's into the wide receiver spot and stays there, along with Carter Flom coming to the near side of the field for Red River. Parks out of the shotgun. Looks like a blitz coming off the right side for Bismarck St. Mary's. They stay back. Thomas Kraft on the carry right side across the 50 on the sprint and up to the St. Mary's 48. That'll be a pickup of 7 again for Thomas Kraft. Just some gouging plays in the running game. Bennett McHugh comes up with a stop for Bismarck St. Mary's. That's 41 yards in the opening quarter now for Thomas Kraft, and it's 3rd down and 2 for Grand Forks Red River trying to convert on their opening possession, or rather their second possession. They took over this one at the 44. They took over at Bismarck St. Mary's 45 the first time around. Pair of receivers to the right, and they'll start Dushik in motion from left to right on 3rd down and 2. Pierce takes the snap, gives it away right side. Thomas Kraft low, just ducking across the 45 out to the 43. And it's enough for a 1st down to pick up a 4 yards for Thomas Kraft. So another 1st down for Red River. 45 yards for Thomas Kraft, and the Riders seem to be pretty happy playing very conservative this far. And of course you can do that. They've thrown the football once. It was Caden Mackey on a catch over the middle, just trying to keep St. Mary's honest in that situation. But right now, if they feel like they can control the running game, we've seen this approach from Red River throughout the course of the year where they really don't want to stretch their playbook a lot if they don't have to. Already halfway home in the opening quarter. Another snap, this time a throw near side. And the pass is caught on the near edge by Carter Flom. Flom made a man miss, got outside the numbers, takes a hit, bumped out of bounds as he got to the 30-yard line. A pickup of 13 yards for Carter Flom. Didn't look like there would be a lot there off the snap, but Carter Flom able to find his way outside the numbers, makes his way to the St. Mary's 30, and it's a 1st down for the Roughriders. So 1st and 10 for Grand Forks Red River now at the St. Mary's 30-yard line. You see the clock moving down to 5:45 to go. 3 receivers, twins left. Parks claps, got a man to move, and we'll see if a penalty's coming against St. Mary's or Red River. There was a lurch on the near side of the defensive line. The clap brought that lurch. Sometimes you wonder about that, and right now you see a defensive lineman, Jackson Barth, sort of pleading his case in that situation, saying, okay, he clapped, so you use the noise to try to draw somebody offside, and you can get away with that. You can't move to do it unless you make a noise in the backfield, and then apparently it's fine. Obviously, that's the rule, but you can understand why a defender would have a hard time with that. 1st down and 5. Parks again out of the clap, gives it away. Kraft left side, trying to run through a tackle up to the 20. Maybe near the 19. He'll be down to the 20-yard line. Tackled from behind by Bismarck St. Mary's number 13, Charles Richter, from a safety spot. They're going to give him the 20. It may be just enough for a 1st down. They haven't indicated yet. Now they will. It is a 1st down. And Thomas Kraft has a 50-yard first quarter. And the ball just inside the RBB Electric red zone, brought to you by RBB Electric, on call, on time, and online at rbbelectric.com. 3 receivers to the right on 1st down and 10 for Grand Forks Red River at the 20. Pierce Parks calling his own number quarterback draw. All sorts of attention on him, and he's down back at the 23. There was no chance to go anywhere. About 8 defenders were committed to him. Bennett McHugh comes up with the tackle on Pierce Parks and what was a loss of 3 yards. Negative play for Grand Forks Red River. They haven't had many of those throughout the night. And we'll see a 2nd down coming up here for Grand Forks Red River from the 23-yard line. Single receiver again, Max Manassa to the right. Riders really extending their depth with Max Manassa at the wide receiver spot this evening. Parks out of the shotgun, taking the snap, good time, throwing right side, pass caught, Cam Clefstead, the big play guy at the tight end spot. He's inside the 10, is up to the 7, and it's first and goal and a 16-yard catch for Cam Clefstead. And the Riders are threatening on first down and goal from the 9-yard line. So first and 10 from the 9 for Grand Forks Red River, trying to punch in another. They lead it by a score of 6-0 on the All-True scoreboard. This is their second possession of the game. Down to 4 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. And the Riders look to spread it out further. Empty backfield, 5 wide receivers. Thomas Kraft will be a receiver to the right side. We'll see if they're thinking receiver screen on that right edge. Parks takes a look left instead. Coffin corner. Clefstead, the jump ball. He's got it for a Grand Forks Red River touchdown. Cam Clefstead will haul it in from 9 yards out for a touchdown catch. And Grand Forks Red River takes the lead at 12-0. Watch this athletic play in the American Family Insurance Tyler Nagel Agency replay. It's the back shoulder fade that just turns into a jump ball. Parks looking at Clefstead. Clefstead just out jumps the defender and comes up with a touchdown. And Grand Forks Red River takes a 12-0 lead in the matchup as they will now look for an extra point. The touchdown comes with 3 minutes, 51 seconds left in the quarter. It's Clefstead from 9 yards out and a touchdown catch for Grand Forks Red River. Touchdown throw for the quarterback, Pierce Parks. A high snap, but Matt Dosh did a nice job of getting that down. And the kick is good, and that will make it a 13-0 lead as we go back down to our sideline where we have Sam Jensen standing by with the latest. Sam?
Ryan, nice touchdown pass there from Pierce Parks. He has been the starting quarterback for Red River for 3 years now. Talking to head coach Vern Muir on the coach's show at Perkins a couple of weeks ago, he talked about the progressions that Parks has made throughout the duration of his career in terms of staying behind the line of scrimmage and not rushing as soon as the pocket collapses to keep his options down the field. And then from his junior year to his senior year, he really saw some development in terms of his leadership. And that has shown certainly in the Red River's record this season so far. Back to you, Ryan.
All right, thank you very much. That's Sam Jensen on our sideline, and that time we got things working just right. And Grand Forks Red River with a 13-0 lead here at the end of the, or near the end of the opening quarter with 3:51 left to go. Timeouts are brought to you tonight by Big Jim's Tire. Big Jim's Tire is your #1 provider of agricultural tires in the region. And our timeouts are brought to you tonight as well by our friends at Apex Apparel. They are your hometown quick turnaround family-owned promotional shop in Grand Forks at Apex Apparel. 13-0 in favor of Grand Forks Red River. And the Riders will kick the football as Brody Andrade will kick it away. It's a squib kick up the middle of the football field. And it'll be taken at the 15-yard line on a return for Bismarck St. Mary's. And the hit on Aiden Price will bring him down at around the 32-33. And that's where St. Mary's will take over first down and 10. First down and 10 for Bismarck St. Mary's at the 33-yard line as we get ready for the latest possession for the Saints. And the Saints have some work to do now, down by 2 scores to Grand Forks Red River. You can't afford to get too far behind this team, and already down by 2 scores with the defense that Grand Forks Red River has played tonight. Going to be tough. Jacoby Grimm takes the snap. No chance to go anywhere, but there's a penalty marker down. As to the 31-yard line, a loss of 2 for Beckett Price, and he was hit almost immediately. Grand Forks Red River getting involved with J.B. Walters up in the front line. We'll see a holding penalty coming up against Bismarck St. Mary's as well. That will knock him back. Flag is down behind the line of scrimmage. We'll see if they enforce this from the line or from the end of the play. It was a 1-yard loss as it was. They may not enforce it at all. If you're Red River, you could decline this penalty. They're going to take it from the end of the play, and this will be a loss of 10 yards in that situation. So the ball goes back to the 23. It'll be a 10-yard. They had them perhaps just short of the 33-yard line on the spot anyway. And so first down and 20 now for Bismarck St. Mary's as they go back to their own 23-yard line. And it's just been a tough night. St. Mary's has been bottled up defensively and not quite an answer for Grand Forks Red River on the offensive side of things so far. Grimm out of the shotgun, first and 20. He'll give it away in the backfield, and more pressure on the running game as soon as the ball's handed off. It'll come out to the 27 And I believe this was David Vetter that ran the football for the Saints, and it was. And Vetter will pick up perhaps 4, maybe 3 on the play. It looks like it'll be a 3-yard pickup for David Vetter. And second down and 17 coming up for the Saints as time begins to run out. Under 3 minutes to play here in the opening quarter of football. Pair of receivers to the right. Dominic Zander, Connor Schatz coming out to the right side of the football field. Aiden Price, who had a step on the first route that he was targeted on, stands wide to the far side. Grimm dropping back to throw, pressured, throws right side, screen pass caught, and immediately down is Vetter back at the 22 for a loss of perhaps 5. Thomas Crabb chasing the play. Help up on the defensive line, help from some of the subs off the bench as well. Pressure came in on that play again from Mr. Muse, who's had a nice night tonight. Bryce Muse, who had a quarterback sack earlier in the football game, pressuring once again. That'll be a loss of 5 yards on the catch by David Vetter. It's now 3rd down and 22 from the 22 for Bismarck St. Mary's. And if the Riders get a stop here, chance to go up 3 scores on a short porch. Jacoby Grimm bopping back, looking to throw. This one might have been batted in the air, and it's incomplete, nearly picked off. Intended for Aiden Price, underthrown on the near side of the football field. Sakai Billity had hands on it, couldn't reel it in, but it does force the stop against St. Mary's, and the Saints will once again punt the football.
Pass broken up by number 6, Siku Billity.
So on 4th down, they'll kick it away. And the punt headed off towards the far side of the field, ends up taking a hop, strip drill on the Riders, or actually I should say scatter drill on. Riders try to get out of the way, and it will be touched up at the 45-yard line. And it will be 1st down and 10 for Grand Forks Red River at their own 45. So 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line for Grand Forks Red River. Riders leading by a score of 13-0 on the all-true scoreboard and looking for more. This will be interesting. If the Riders get ahead by 3 scores in the early going, and would you go for the home run ball here in the first quarter? I mean, you could do that. You could take a shot downfield looking for the home run ball and see what happens. And that would be interesting to go into the first quarter with. Now they're going to run the football. Thomas Kraft again fighting his way back to the line of scrimmage, and maybe a bit more. He'll pick up 2 yards to around the 47. Connor Schatz with the stop. It'll be 2nd down and 8 coming up for the Roughriders. So 2nd and 8 for Grand Forks Red River. Thomas Kraft will come off the field. And the Riders will make a change in that running back spot. Ray Dushek in the backfield. Also Noah Brandvold will come to the matchup now as a running back for the Roughriders. Dushek playing more of a slot receiver at this point. Red River has a couple of personnel that are just playing in some different spots than they have been throughout the course of the year. Pierce Parks looking to the sideline to get a look at the play. Has what he's looking for now, almost in a wing T look. Pair of wings, empty backfield. Parks rolling near side, sets throws. Pass caught near side. Caden Mackey trying to run out of the tackle, does. Cuts down the numbers inside the 35 to 30. Takes a shove and is out of bounds at around the 27-yard line. 26 yards on the play if it stands up. There is a flag down somewhere, and it'll be a holding penalty against Grand Forks Red River that's going to wipe out that play. So a holding penalty against the Roughriders that will wipe it out. Otherwise, a solid play for Caden Mackey. One of the rare opportunities that things haven't gone well for Grand Forks Red River here in the opening quarter of football. Clock will stop with 54 seconds left to go of the first. And let's see where they put the football. Looks like it's going to come back to the 38-yard line. So a loss of 10 yards on the play. And the Riders will look at 2nd down and 18 instead of a 1st down inside Bismarck St. Mary's territory. Riders leading 13-0 on the all-true scoreboard. Pierce Parks out of the gun. Pair of receivers to his left. Riders stand up, take a look at the whistle. Now they'll get ready. They thought perhaps there was another stoppage out there. Brandvold, stretch play right, found a big hole, turns upfield, takes a hit as he drives his way to the 45 and spins down to the 47 and basically gets the penalty back. Brandvold, nice season. 47 carries in relief of Thomas Kraft this year. 193 yards. He has a touchdown run. And it'll be 3rd down and 8 coming up for Red River. So the penalty came on 2nd down. 3rd down and 8. This will be the first time that the Riders have found themselves in 3rd down and long throughout the course of the night. They have to run a play. The play clock is at 15 seconds. The game clock is at 20. So now 3rd down and 8. 3 receivers, twins to the left. And we'll see the shotgun snap to Pierce Parks. He takes it, rolls towards the near side of the field, being chased from behind. Looking to run. He's outside the numbers. 45, steps out of bounds on the Red River sideline at around the 43. We'll see the spot. Could be a 9-yard pickup. Looks like that's what it will be. 9 for Pierce Parks and move the chains. Grand Forks Red River has another first down. And the ball goes out of bounds with 1 second left to go in the opening quarter of play. Riders leading 13-0 on the all-true scoreboard. And with one more snap here in the opening quarter, we'll see how the first quarter comes to a conclusion. 3 receivers, twins right. Parks out of the shotgun. Thomas Kraft back in for one more play. Play action, throw to the right side. Lead screen on the right. And they've got Carter Flom outside the numbers. Sprinting down inside the 30. He's down to the 28-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 yards for Carter Flom, and that's the way the quarter is going to come to a conclusion. First quarter in the books. Riders with the lead, 13-0 on the all-true scoreboard. We have a timeout for Apex Apparel and Big Jim's Tires. Second quarter is on the way next. This is our coverage of high school football on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network at KNOX Live Sports.
Since 1972, Jarrell's Sports Center and Hockey World has provided year-round sporting goods, apparel, and of course, hockey equipment and training tools. You'll also find they have a state-of-the-art skate sharpening machine to give you the edge you need. For anything sports, stop into Jarrell's and Hockey World.
When you need the right part for your pickup, head to Northwood or call Mike's Custom Truck. Amanda will drop ship any part you need. Turbos, upgraded fuel pumps, Edge products, and more. Mike's Custom Truck, 587-6335.
Your local Circle K and Holiday Station stores are proud to support high school activities. Stop by the new Circle K location at 1316 South Washington Street for not only gas, but a wide array of hot and cold food, snacks for everyone, and a car wash. Open 24/7, 7 days a week.
Time to give you a look at our game look-in that we have for you tonight. It's brought to you by Vegan Construction, designers, builders, engineers, doing quality work in the region since 1938. Long line of quality work with Vegan Construction. And for Grand Forks Red River, a couple of touchdowns. Thomas Kraft from 2 yards out. Beautiful jump ball for Cam Clefstead from 9 yards out. Thomas Kraft with 52 yards, and St. Mary's yet to get a first down. It's dominance from Grand Forks Red River with a 13-0 lead, and they're driving as we start the second quarter. Game look-in brought to you by Vegan Construction. It's 1st and 10. Thomas Kraft stretch play, looking to make a couple of men miss, does, and struggles his way ahead of the 25 to around the 24 for a gain of 4 for Thomas Kraft. 56 yards on the night. McHugh with another stop. Bennett McHugh has been in good shape from that linebacker spot tonight. He's been in a couple of big plays. Vincent Langenfelder has been active out of that linebacker position as well tonight for Bismarck St. Mary's. 4-yard pickup for Kraft, and it's 2nd down and 6 coming up for the Riders. 3 receivers will come to the right side of the football field. Lone man to the left, Thomas Kraft, who's in the backfield with Pierce Parks on 2nd down and 6. Parks waiting for the shotgun snap, has it. Hitch and go, wants to throw deep, nobody open. Rolling right side, throwing with touch, and Clefstead can't make a sliding catch on the near side boundary. That will fall incomplete and bring up a 3rd down for Red River. Lots of time for Pierce Parks to work with on that rollout, though. That's one of the conditions that St. Mary's is going to have to fix. They'll have to find a way to put some pressure on Pierce Parks. And Red River's next step in the evolution of their offense is going to be in those types of plays. Maybe you do run Pierce Parks to the sideline, get positive yardage, and call it a day in that situation. Maybe that's something that you have to do at that point. And not sure when they'll decide to open up that part of the playbook, but down the stretch we need a big play. Sometimes you gamble. 3rd down and 6. Pair of receivers to the left. They're overloaded on the right side of the offensive line. Parks to throw. Middle pass is caught over the middle. Caden Mackey jumping, finding, sagging into the end zone. It's a touchdown for Grand Forks Red River. Caden Mackey with the 3rd touchdown of the night for Grand Forks Red River. And this one comes from 28 yards out on a brilliant play for Caden Mackey with yards after the catch. Take a look at it in the American Family Insurance Tyler Nagel Agency replay. The throw over the middle. The Riders have made a big effort to go over the middle, but there's one jump, there's another, the zig, the cut back to the middle, and Caden Mackey finds his way into the end zone for a Grand Forks Red River touchdown to put the Riders on top by 3 scores at 19-0. And Brody Andrade will come out to attempt the extra point for Red River. The hold will be from Matt Dosh. This time a good snap. The hold is down, and Brody Andrade knocks it through. And the Riders find themselves up by 20, 13 minutes into the game. 11 minutes and a second to go first half. It's the Riders 20, the Saints nothing. We're back with more after a timeout for Big Jim's Tire and Apex Apparel. This is our coverage of high school football on the Rivards Turf and Forage, Grand Trailer Sales, Sports Network, and KNOX Live Sports.
Pro Ag in Grand Forks and Grafton carries the equipment and parts on hand to make your farming operation run smooth. They carry all major brands like Honeybee, Alloway, Amity, Artex, Hardy, Capello, Monosem, Pickett, Wilrich, and Black Ace. So whether you're trading in, buying, or just need parts, go to ProAgEquip.com to see everything Pro Ag has to offer.
You've been waiting for a chance to do something that matters, something big without a big price tag. Welcome to Northland Community and Technical College. Here you can have a big impact on a small campus, in classrooms that mirror today's workplace, with instructors who teach from experience and know you by name. You've been waiting for a place like this. Are you ready?
$11 minutes and a second left here in the opening half. Red River opening up a 20-0 lead on Bismarck St. Mary's. Brody Andrade with another squib kick, as Red River apparently wants St. Mary's to have to return the football tonight, and the ball comes out to the 33 on the kickoff return, and Red River leading by a score of 20-0. We'll see St. Mary's bring their offense back onto the field. Aiden Price on the return once again. Well, we go back to our look at Drive for the Title that we had for you at the beginning of the night, and Red River tried to make their steps towards the semifinals, already up by 20. Again, the next game would be next Friday, and if the Riders win tonight, they're going to be at home coming up again next week against either Wahpeton or Valley City. Now, Red River's ahead of everybody tonight. That game is at 7 o'clock this evening, and we'll keep you posted on the scores as they come in that one tonight. St. Mary's another chance at it. Jacoby Grimm with men to his right and left on 1st down and 10. Grimm dropping back, good time, throwing middle of the field, no one home. Aiden Price made a cut over the middle, and the pass incomplete. Riders didn't get a lot of pressure in that situation. They got some, but not a lot. So here comes 2nd down and 10. Taking a look down below us, and yeah, pretty good crowd for this one tonight, despite the threat of rain and despite the cool conditions. Grand Forks Red Rivers put a pretty loyal group of fans in the stands for this one tonight, and that group of fans is probably just going to grow as time goes on if they make additional steps into the playoffs. The defense for Red River, obviously the offense has been good, but this defense has been superb tonight. 2nd down and 10. They'll give the ball away in the backfield. This is Price running the football. Ball may have come out. It looks like Price fell on it. Red River says it's their football. Waiting for a definitive. Oh, it is Red River football. Grand Forks Red River forces a turnover. It looked like Beckett Price had dropped the football, but it looked like he had fallen right back on top of it. But Red River forces the turnover, and the Riders will take over at the St. Mary's 32-yard line with a 20-0 lead, looking to throw a serious round of knockout punches here in the opening half of play, and Bismarck St. Mary's is going to call for timeout. So the Saints will call for a stoppage. It's a stoppage for Big Jim's Tire, your #1 producer of agricultural tires in the region. And it's a timeout for Apex Apparel, your hometown quick turnaround promotional goods store in Grand Forks. The Riders in a key situation coming up next. We'll have it for you next on Rough Rider Football, the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network.
Need seed, think Proseed. Proseed.net.
Grand Trailer Sales in East Grand Forks is your go-to spot for enclosed utility, flatbed, and dump trailers in the Red River Valley. They have the biggest selection on hand of trailers with great pricing. If you're looking for parts, service, or simply to buy, trade, or rent a trailer, stop into East Grand Forks. GrandTrailersales.com.
Welcome back to our coverage of Rough Rider football on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network and AA playoff football tonight. Ryan Cunningham with you, Sam Jensen on our sideline, Luca Carpenter and Joey Springer with our camera work this evening. Pierce Parks taking the snap after a St. Mary's turnover, deep throw, looking for Caden Mackey. He may have caught this. He's across the goal line. He's waiting for a signal, and he may be down just in front of the goal line. No, it's a touchdown. They will rule it a touchdown for Caden Mackey on an over-the-shoulder catch. And Grand Forks Red River leads 26-0. Well, wait a second. Now, the White Hats said it was a touchdown. The referee said this was a touchdown and signaled touchdown to the press box. And now they're saying that the ball is down at the 1 yard line. So instead of a touchdown, it's first down and goal from the 1. Pierce Parks with Thomas Kraft to his left will give it away, and Kraft will punch it in for the score. So the Rough Riders will get into the end zone and score and make it 26-0. Touchdown comes with 10 minutes and 21 seconds left to go here in the first half of football. And Thomas Kraft gets credit for that touchdown, but I'll tell you what, all the credit in the world belonged to Caden Mackey for the over-the-shoulder catch that he made just a couple of moments ago to get that set up at the 1. And again, the original signal from the referee was that that was a touchdown on the catch by Mackey. But Kraft ends up getting in from the 1 yard line after the crew comes together and decides that that is not a catch, and it is in fact down at the 1. High snap, but Matt Dosh goes up to get it. Brody Andrade knocks it through. And it's 27-0 in favor of Grand Forks Red River. Well, let's take a look at it on our American Family Insurance Tyler Nagel Agency replay and see how close Caden Mackey was to getting this into the end zone. You'll see Pierce Parks taking a look, just puts it up over the shoulder catch for Mackey, and well, his knee was down. It would depend upon where the knee came down. He got up looking for a touchdown. He's not going to get credit for one. He'll get a tap on the hat for setting up a score. But the Riders lead by a score of 27-0. So the Riders will kick it away with a 27-0 lead here in the opening half. And again, even in playoff football, the continuous clock rule comes into play, which means that should the Riders get ahead by 30 in the second half and stay ahead by that mark, the game shortens considerably because you do go into the continuous clock rule at that point. And under normal circumstances, we saw at the end of the year that there were some games where teams decided not to do that, not to shorten the game. We saw one at the end of the year where a 28-0 lead. Oh boy, the kickoff was hit by one of the upmen for St. Mary's and is recovered by Grand Forks Red River at the 45. This couldn't go any worse for St. Mary's. It was a line drive kick by Andrade that went right into one of the front line of Bismarck St. Mary's and ricocheted right back to the Rough Riders. Now, it was illegally touched, so we'll see. It wasn't controlled, so this is going to be first down. It wasn't illegally touched by the kicking team. For those of you in video coverage, look at it again on the American Family Insurance Tyler Nagel Agency replay. A line drive that goes straight off the middle up man and came right back to Grand Forks Red River. Bounced in the air at that point. The Riders collapse on it, and it has gone to absolute bedlam here for the Rough Riders offensively as they lead by a score of 27-0 and have the football. Max Manassa will get the credit on a carry and will stretch things out towards the left side for a gain of 7 yards.
Tackle by number 8, Bennett McHugh.
McHugh comes up with another stop. And so first down becomes second down. And it's second down and 3 for Grand Forks Red River. So second and 3 for the Rough Riders as the Rough Riders try to really roll down the field and just kind of put this one away here in the opening half after the unfortunate turn of events off the kickoff for Bismarck St. Mary's. Pierce Parks waiting out of the shotgun with 3 receivers on 2nd and 3. Parks dropping back, wants to throw deep, looking down far sideline, incomplete. And we actually saw Carter Flom, the intended receiver, decide to drag down David Vetter, who was the cover man on the far side of the field for St. Mary's. And that will bring up a 3rd down and 3 for the Roughriders. So 3rd and 3 for Grand Forks Red River from the 47 of Bismarck St. Mary's. Clock halted. 9:36 to play in the opening half. It's been a while since we caught up with Sam Jensen, and we'll do that here in a couple of moments on 3rd down and 3 for Grand Forks Red River. Riders with 3 receivers. They'll send them all to the near side, and now we'll see Ray Dushek in motion from right to left. Parks out of the shotgun, gives to Thomas Kraft. Kraft trying to run through a tackle. He'll pick up the 1st down and has a gain of around 6 yards for Thomas Kraft. That's 62 on the night. Let's go down to our sideline where we have Sam Jensen standing by with the latest. Sam?
Lots of smiles on the Red River sideline, Ryan. I heard head coach Vern Meir say, we can laugh because we're having fun. The key to the success for Grand Forks Red River so far tonight has been their complementary football. Defense setting up the offense to take over possession at midfield, and on special teams like we just saw. Everything is going right for Red River, and that's leading to a happy sideline on their side. Back to you, Ryan.
All right, thank you very much, Sam Jensen, with that one tonight. 1st down and 10. Grand Forks Red River throwing. Ball left side of the field is caught by Carter Flom, and Flom will take it inside the 35 to around the 33 for a gain of about 7 yards. Flom's 3rd catch tonight and is having a nice night offensively. The Riders are throwing the football very well here this evening. Ball inside the St. Mary's 35, now at the 34 officially on a 7-yard pickup for Carter Flom. Now again, the 30-point rule does not come into play in the opening half. It doesn't come into play until the 2nd half tonight. Out of the gun, Parks on 2nd down and 3. He'll give it away to the right side. Stretch play, Noah Brandvold turns it upfield on the middle, spun through a tackle, took a hit at the 25, drives his way down to the 23-yard line. An 11-yard pickup for Noah Brandvold. And it's a 1st down for Grand Forks Red Rivers. The Riders are down at around the 23, beginning to threaten once again. The drive for the Fargo Dome for Red River starting tonight here at home against Grand Forks, or I should say against rather Bismarck St. Mary's, but here in Grand Forks tonight. And both phases have shown up really to execute. You can say special teams as well. They produced a turnover and already reeled in an offline snap to get a kick in the air the right way. Reed Krogstedt will check in now in the backfield for Grand Forks Red River. Here's Parks waiting for a shotgun snap on 1st down and 10. Reverse, Dushek on the counter. Dushek up the middle of the field, cutting, taking hits, driving his way inside the 10. He's down to the 9. 15-yard pickup for Ray Dushek. And it's 1st down and goal for Red River at the 9-yard line as they run a little reverse counter. And it goes right up the middle of the football field for Ray Dushek. And 1st and goal at the 9 for Red River as they have a chance to put a plus 30 lead on the board here in the opening half of football. Caden Mackey, Carter Flom go wide to the left. Reed Krogstedt remains in the backfield for the Roughriders. What a game he had at the beginning of last year against Williston, taking over the 2nd half in that match. Shotgun snap for Parks. It's a blitz against the run. Parks calls his own number in the quarterback zone read. Outside the numbers, the 10 took a hit as he got to the sideline, is out of bounds around the St. Mary's 5 for a gain of 4. Parks pulling the ball back in the zone read. We don't see him do it a lot this year, and that's something that in a couple of key situations we thought maybe Red River would do it more. He picks up 5 on that play. He knows, and we know, that he has the talent to do that, but the Riders have been very cognizant of trying to keep him healthy and make sure that as they make this run, they sort of keep their quarterback protected. Last year in the quarterfinals against Jamestown, Parks took an injury, and they just weren't the same, and that ended up being a tough situation for Red River. Ball goes to Krogstedt up the middle, looking to cut right side, tush push into the end zone. Krogstedt's in for a Grand Forks Red River touchdown. And the Riders will take a 33-0 lead. Time of the touchdown at 7 minutes 4 seconds of the opening half of play. 7 minutes 4 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. And Reed Krogstedt is in from 4 yards out for the touchdown run. And the Riders lead 33-0 as Brody Andrade comes back on to attempt another extra point for Grand Forks Red River. Matt Dosh is the holder. Tough way that regular season game came to an end for Dosh. He gets this snap, puts it down, kick is on its way for Andrade, and it is good. And Grand Forks Red River leading 34-0 and in the driver's seat here at home tonight as we have a timeout for Apex Apparel, your hometown quick turnaround promotional goods store in Grand Forks and Big Jim's Tire, your #1 supplier of ag tires in the region. We'll take the timeout and come back with more in a couple of moments. This is our coverage of high school football on the Rivards Turf and Forage, Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network, and KNOX Live Sports.
Picture yourself at Lake Region State College. With faculty and staff here to help you succeed, we know you by name. Picture your success as you get hands-on ready for the workforce or transfer on to earn your bachelor's degree. Lake Region State College. We change lives.
It's hard to explain what this feels like. We could try to put it into words, but nothing compares to experiencing it for yourself. You just have to get in the seat.
Visit True North Equipment at any of our 10 locations or at www.truenorthequipment.com.
Signature Graphics in East Grand Forks is your one-stop shop for all your branding and design needs. From embroidery, vinyl wrapping, laser print, and more, fully customized from start to finish, all in-house. Signature Graphics. We craft your vision. You watch it come to life.
Out of the stoppage, we see a kickoff return for Bismarck St. Mary's and another short kick from Reed Krogstad that will come out near the 40. Officially the 41-yard line. And Grand Forks Red River back on the defensive side of things. Actually, the ball will come back out to the 44. My mistake. Didn't read the spot very well in that situation. And it's first down and 10 for Bismarck St. Mary's at the 44-yard line. So the St. Mary's Saints will come onto the field, and this is a tough spot to be in now. And just for the simple fact that you didn't come to Grand Forks to not be competitive, and tonight Bismarck St. Mary's just hasn't been competitive in this one. A little reverse and a little RPO, a fake reverse that will come back to the near side. Beckett Price faking the reverse, coming back with Dominic Zander, kept the ball himself at the near hash mark, and perhaps got a couple of yards. That was defended pretty well out here on the near edge. Red River getting some subs in. Justin Roth, a senior defensive back, comes up with a stop after a gain of just a couple of yards, and it's second down and 8. If St. Mary's doesn't get into the end zone, Red River's going to have the football to start the second half. And so a 34-0 lead for the Riders that they would carry into halftime. Again, if St. Mary's does not score a touchdown, and then Red River has the football to kind of go to work on the clock as well. Grimm stepping up, throwing middle, pass caught, nice catch for a first down. That may be the first of the night, ahead of the 45 and down to the 43 for Connor Schatz. It'll be a pickup of 11 yards for Connor Schatz. Logan Bierke comes up with a stop. Jacoby Grimm has tried to hit that middle throughout the course of the night and comes up with a target there that will make it happen. And it's first and 10 for Bismarck St. Mary's, now at Red River's 43-yard line. And if you're the Rider defense, you played so well tonight, obviously you don't want to get complacent in this situation. So we'll see how Red River responds with a big lead. Grimm out of the shotgun, men to his right and left, another drop back, looking to throw, steps up in the pocket, rolls to the right side, staying behind the line of scrimmage, trying to continue the chance to throw, and airs it out incomplete for Connor Schatz on the far sideline. That's a good read, though, by Jacoby Grimm, to give him some credit. Junior quarterback, and he, of course, along with their safety that they've had, Charles Richter, who's the senior, probably battling for that quarterback spot at some point throughout the year, whether it was preseason or whatever. We saw Richter in the game the first time around. That's a good read by Grimm to read the pocket in that situation. Red River is bringing some pressure, and rather than run to an edge, he stepped right up in it and then rolled, and that bought himself some time to be able to look downfield and see what he could do. 3 receivers on second down and 10. He'll give the ball away, does Grimm in the backfield, and this is Vetter carrying the football, and Vetter will be stopped at around the 42 of Red River. He was hogtied by Bryce Muse almost immediately, and Muse brings him down for a short gain of maybe a yard for Vetter. And so here comes third down and 9. So third down and 9 for Bismarck St. Mary's. I would guess you're probably in 4-down territory at this point with the clock where it is and the score where it is here tonight. You would probably just go ahead and be in 4-down territory at this point with the ball at Red River's 42. So St. Mary's probably looking at 2 snaps to pick up 9 yards. Grimm out of the gun, low snap, picks it up, dropping back, has time, throws middle again, pass incomplete. Beckett Price was the intended target. Aiden Wadlow was the defender back and was able to get a hand on it and break it up. And we'll see if that 4-down territory is a correct assumption, as the Saints do not pick up yardage in that situation. They change out a few personnel, and it would appear Aiden Price has gone back into punt formation for Bismarck St. Mary's. Not going to say I'm completely surprised by that, but trying to find some confidence for your team. Then again, don't do anything if you get Red River the short field. The kick is away from Price. This is a beauty, spiraling punt, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Let's get down to the sideline where we have Sam Jensen standing by with an update from the Red River sideline as the Riders lead it big. Sam?
Ryan, we talked earlier about the dominance in the trenches for Red River on both sides of the ball. They are led by J.B. Walters on the offensive and defensive front, coming in at 6'4", 275 pounds. The South Dakota State Jackrabbit commit missed earlier parts of the season. However, he is back at 100%. You can really tell the extra push that Red River gets on both sides of the ball when he's on the field.
Sam Jensen joining us tonight. Good to have Sam on the sideline tonight. He and Luca Carpenter doing great work down there, and now we'll see a timeout taken on the field. So a timeout is called for Big Jim's Tire, your #1 supplier of egg tires in the region, and a timeout for Apex Apparel, your hometown quick turnaround promotional goods store in Grand Forks. And we're back with more in a moment. This is high school football on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network.
Your family deserves clean, filtered water. High Plains Water offers Millennium Drink Water System, which delivers great tasting water and also eliminates harmful impurities. Professionally installed and maintained by High Plains Water of Grand Forks. See them at highplainswater.com.
When you're in pain, you need more than just a doctor. You need a problem solver. Count on All True Orthopedics and Sports Medicine and get back to what moves you.
Big Jim's Tire is the area's #1 farm and egg tire supplier, and with harvest here, you want the best. Best tires, best service, and Big Jim's will get it done fast to get you moving again. Big Jim's Tire, Grand Forks.
Timeout on the field with the clock down to 4:47 to play here in the opening half. Riders the big lead, leading 34-0. Pierce Parks comes back onto the field with the offense. Noah Brandvold will get the carry from the Rider 20 after a touchback and taken out to the 21-yard line. Well, let's give you a game look in tonight, brought to you by Vegan Construction, designers, builders, engineers in Grand Forks. Couple of turnovers, one off the kickoff for St. Mary's, one on a fumble in their own territory. Riders capitalize on those and score 2 times in 40 seconds early in the second quarter. 2 rushing touchdowns for Thomas Kraft tonight. Reed Krogstad a score. Some big catches for Caden Mackey tonight, and that is your game look in. Brought to you by Vegan Construction, designers, builders, engineers in Grand Forks with quality work since 1938. Caden Mackey makes another catch out to around the 30. Be a gain of perhaps 8 yards for Caden Mackey, who's had a night. 3 catches, 48 yards for Caden Mackey, including one that should have been a touchdown, and another that was. And as a matter of fact, let me see if I make sure that I've got that touchdown catch on his line. I do. 3 catches, 48 and a score. 3rd down and short for Grand Forks Red River. Coming up at halftime, Sam Jensen will attempt to catch up with Vern Muir, the head coach of Grand Forks Red River Rough Rider football. 3rd and short, giveaway backfield, and big hole right down the middle of the field for Noah Brandvold, who takes a shot as he gets to the 40. But has a first down at the 41 on a gain 11 yards for Noah Brandvold. And the ball out just ahead of the 40. And the Riders will have a first down and 10. So the Riders getting another first down opportunity. First down and 10 from the 41. Riders leading 34-0, and right now trying to take a little bit further control of the game, but in position with that 34-point lead to really make the clock zoom in the second half of this one tonight. Parks dropping back, good time. Going to load up and throw a deep ball that's a jump ball. Clefstead going up for it, can't find it. Good coverage downfield, and that ball was underthrown. Ryan Borer was the defender on the near side of the field. Clefstead the target. Parks throws a really solid ball over the middle of the field. Perhaps doesn't throw the big throw downfield, the one that can really cover distance, or if he does, maybe tries to put touch on the ball perhaps more often than he should. That one was kind of underthrown at that point. Maybe he misread it. 2nd down and 10. Ball at the Red River 41. Shotgun snap to Parks. Play action going to throw. There's the zing over the middle. And he's got a catch over the middle for a first down. Up at the St. Mary's 44-yard line for a pickup of 15 yards. And guess who? Caden Mackey. That's 63 yards for Mackey tonight on 4 grabs. And the ball's back inside St. Mary's territory at the 44. Scoreboard updates brought to you tonight by Altru. Regular screenings with Altru's care team can detect illness before symptoms begin. Stay in the game of wellness. Schedule an appointment. Visit altru.org or call 780-5000. Parks from the 44 on 1st down and 10. Brandvold bluff on the play action. Throws left side, found Carter Flom. Flom shook a tackler. Got outside the numbers along the sideline. Inside the 30 to around the 29. It's going to be a 15-yard pickup for Carter Flom. He's got 4 catches for 15. And by the numbers tonight, I would have Pierce Parks with just Clefstead Flom and Caden Mackey pretty close to 150 yards of throwing offense tonight. Perhaps 138 right now between those players. Yeah, 138. 25 on a pair of catches for Clefstead. 4 and 50 for Flom. 4 and 63 for Mackey tonight. And the Riders having a nice game offensively throwing the football. Parks on 1st down and 10, taking the snap, rolling right side, sets and throws in the flat, and the pass is caught on the near side. Mackey again up to around the 22. Gain of perhaps 6, maybe 7. Vetter out there for part of the stop. He's been a solid piece to the puzzle tonight for Bismarck St. Mary's. And it will be a 7-yard pickup for Caden Mackey. 5 catches now for 70. And the clock rolling inside of 2 minutes to go here in the opening half. Riders just taking a slow matriculation, if you will, down the field, looking for additional points in this one. Shotgun snap, Parks, stretch play right side. Brandvold ran into his own man, looks to pick up the first down, drives himself inside the 20 down to the 17. A gain of 5 for Noah Brandvold, and back inside the red zone goes the football for Red River. Red Zone tonight brought to you by RBB Electric. On call, on time, and online. RBBelectric.com. For those of you on the radio side, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on playoff football. Riders lead at 34-0 from Cushman Field in the opening round of the AA football playoffs tonight. Pierce Parks the snap, looking to his left, pressured, in trouble, ran out of a tackle. Rolling right side, now throws to the end zone, has a man, it's complete. Touchdown, Grand Forks Red River. Carter Flom coming open to reel that one in. And the Riders have a 17-yard touchdown catch for Carter Flom to make it a 40-0 lead. Time of the score with 1 minute and 12 seconds left to go, and Flom comes up with a touchdown catch of 18 yards, coming back to the football to help his quarterback, and comes up big helping his quarterback in that sequence. And we'll see a new kicker on the field. It's Justin Roth. No, it's not. That's Jesse Baker that's out there to kick the extra point. And we're going to see a penalty coming up here against Red River. So before the extra point from Baker, we'll have a mark-off. A 5-yard mark-off. And the Riders will have to look at a conversion from a little deeper. We'll see if this changes their mindset. It will not. Jesse Baker is going to come on for a 25-yard extra point opportunity. And the Riders now with a cushion to try to make that second half rather short. Low snap, Dosh picks it up, gets it on the ground, and Jesse Baker, a low kick, but he's got it. And it's 41-0. Take a look at the play on our American Family Insurance Tyler Nagel Agency replay, and you're going to see Pierce Parks taking some contact off that left side, ran out of it, looked upfield, throws back foot, and there's Flom just waiting for the catch for the touchdown. And Grand Forks Red River having a night, leading by a score of 41-0 as we have a timeout. For Big Jim's Tire, your #1 supplier of agricultural tires in the region, and Apex Apparel, your hometown quick turnaround, family-owned promotional shop in Grand Forks. We go back to what we talked about in the keys of the game tonight and commit resources against the rush. The Riders have done that, and opening up holes between the tackles for St. Mary's. The Saints have not done that. They tried stretch plays early. Red River was able to take it, and St. Mary's has not been able to run up the middle. Playing physically on the offensive line, the Riders had a running game. Covering the one-on-one matchups, that's been a problem tonight for St. Mary's, and so right now, what we talked about, all going the right way for Grand Forks Red River, not going in that direction for Bismarck St. Mary's. Another chip shot kickoff, and this will be covered by the Saints at around the 37. Covered up by Bismarck St. Mary's Connor Schatz. And so, St. Mary's gets it back with 1:11 to go here in the opening half. Again, as we go into halftime, we'll take a look at some of the highlights that we have, and there is a bunch of big plays to bring you in this one tonight. Riders on the board 5 times here in the opening half. Got it started with a quarterback sack tonight. That's how it started, and then from there, they've just sort of unloaded the tank offensively. And they actually on the board 6 times tonight, rather, but 5 big touchdowns that will show you, along with a catch that set up the other. And we'll get it started with an opportunity to talk with Vern Muir, the head coach of Grand Forks Red River, going into the locker room. We're coming out. We'll see how that goes. But St. Mary's with the football at their own 37. First down and 10, 3 receivers. Grimm rolling to the right side. Good time. Designed rollout. Now going to look upfield to run with the football, and was caught from behind at around the 39-yard line. That's an athletic play for Grand Forks Red River. Number 78, Ian Eichmann, a junior defensive lineman that came in on pressure, and he chased Jacoby Grimm all the way to the far edge of the field and was the man that came back and brought him down from behind. That's a nice play for Eichmann. Clock down to 40 seconds to go in the half, and the play clock at 17. So the Saints will have to snap it one more time. I doubt Red River would use a stoppage to force anything other than the end of the opening half here. 3 receivers, twins to the near side of the field. Jacoby Grimm waiting for the snap. He's got it. Grimm dropping back, looking upfield, going to throw a deep ball. Ball to the far side of the field is incomplete through the hands of Aiden Price, who likely would have been out of bounds had he caught it anyway. Carter Flom breaks it up, and here comes a 3rd down, and that stops the clock with 15 seconds left to go. So a bit of a surprise there in that sequence where the clock ends up stopping. You would have thought maybe just take the snap and run this thing out and play for something better coming up at halftime, and it didn't really work out that way. So here comes 3rd down. Run to the near side of the football field. This is Beckett Price getting free, and Price ducks, gets across the 45, up to around the 47. Should be enough for a 1st down for Beckett Price, as he will pick up about 8 yards on the play. That puts him in positive yardage here in the opening half. And we'll see what happens here. Is that going to be the end of the opening half? I believe it will be. Clock runs out on the opening half. And what a first half for Grand Forks Red River it was. A lot of things went their way in the opening half of football tonight. Or did it? Is that the end of the opening half? Not sure if this is the end of the opening half or not. Officials getting together to talk about something here, but not sure what they're talking about. They're changing out a ball. Did we have a defensive foul? No, a timeout was taken by Bismarck St. Mary's. So a timeout called by St. Mary's. Well, with a second ago, they'll call for timeout to try to run one more play. Timeout for Big Jim's Tire. They are your #1 supplier of agricultural tires in the region at Big Jim's Tire. And remember, Big Jim's Tire trying to keep you going when downtime is not something that you can afford. So Big Jim's Tire bringing you our timeouts tonight, as well as Apex Apparel, your hometown quick turnaround promotional goods store in Grand Forks. Family owned, promotional items, promotional apparel at Apex Apparel, your hometown quick turnaround promotional goods store in Grand Forks. So a timeout taken by Bismarck St. Mary's, try to run one more play here. And you can understand what they're doing there. I mean, at this point, right, you can't take the timeouts with you. The end of the season is upon you, really, at this point. There's just not a whole lot to look forward to other than that. So at this point, you kind of do what you can. And I believe they asked for 0.9 seconds to go back up. So you see that 9. It's not 9 seconds. It's 0.9. That'll just come off the board. Or was it 9? And now the ball's knocked out, and Jacoby Grimm picks it up. He can still throw the football, throws it downfield, and it's picked off by Grand Forks Red River. This will be Carter Flom in the return. Flom running towards the near sideline, just going to slide out of bounds with it, and that will be the end of the opening half. And the Rider crowd loving it, and the Rider sideline loving it as the first half comes to an end. And Grand Forks Red River is all over Bismarck St. Mary's with a 41-0 lead as we go to the locker room. So a big first half for Grand Forks Red River. We do have Sam Jensen trying to catch up with Vern, so we'll get a word from Coach Muir before we go into the locker room. As Vern Muir, the head coach of Red River, comes over to join Sam Jensen on the sideline. 41-0, Grand Forks Red River on top of Bismarck St. Mary's as we get ready to go to the half. Let's go to the sideline where Sam Jensen is standing by with Vern Muir. Sam?
We're here with head coach Vern Muir of the Red River Roughriders. Quite the first half. It's going to be tough to point out some negative film for you guys. What went right there in the opening 24 minutes?
Well, outside of that one penalty we had, I think just about everything went the way the Roughriders needed it to go. So couldn't script a better start. Defensively, we're giving them a real hard. I think they just got the one first down. We got a couple turnovers in there offensively. We've scored on every drive, so I don't think we could have written a better script. We're playing the way we want to play, and we just have to finish the game out now.
Coach, let's talk a little bit more about complementary football, your defense setting your offense up for advantageous field position, and also the special teams turnover did the same.
Yeah, obviously the special teams turnovers just kind of happen chance. We're squibbing the ball, and it just goes right at a dude and hits him, but yeah, you know, we took away possessions from them, got possessions for us, gave ourselves good field position on the first fumble that we got. So, you know, just everything's falling in our hands right now. So we're thankful for that, and hopefully we can keep it going in the second half. And obviously we're going to get some other people in the game, and they got to play to the same standard. So we'll just hope we keep doing what we're doing with different guys in the game.
Thank you, Coach. Good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Sam Jensen on our sideline tonight. Fantastic work down on the sideline this evening as Grand Forks Red River has a 41-0 lead as we go to the locker rooms. Our halftime report is on the way next, and our halftime report this evening is brought to you by High Plains Water, your source for awesome water in Grand Forks, and by Grand Forks Welding and Machine, the Men of Steel. We'll come back and get our halftime started with a look at our first half highlights that we had on this matchup tonight. So stay with us as we continue with our halftime report. Red River taking big steps towards the semifinals, 41-0 lead at the break. And we're back with more in a moment. This is our coverage of high school football on the Rivards Turf and Forage, Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network, and KNOX Live Sports.
Your local Circle K and Holiday Station stores are proud to support high school activities. Stop by the new Circle K location at 1316 South Washington Street for not only gas, but a wide array of hot and cold food, snacks for everyone, and a car wash. Open 24/7, 7 days a week.
Spray Advantage of Grand Forks carries everything you need for the chemical and fertilizer application on your farm. They have pumps, tips, and tanks from 3 gallons all the way up to 10,000 gallons on hand. They can help with parts and accessories for the fertilizer and tillage equipment on your farm too. Go to sprayadvantage.com.
Rust, salt, and time are the biggest enemies for a fuel tank. Never fear, because Grand Forks Welding is here to take care of your enemies for you. We not only fix or patch your tanks, but we can custom fabricate any kind of replacement fuel tanks or service unit. Go to grandforkswelding.com.
When you're in pain, you need more than just a doctor. You need a problem solver. Count on All True Orthopedics and Sports Medicine and get back to what moves you.
Today, the PS stands for proper service for your home, farm, or business, which is what you'll get from the team at PS Garage Doors in Grand Forks. Whether you need a door fixed or just thinking about replacing what you already have, no matter what the size, PS Doors offers the proper service for you. Get your proper service at psgaragedoors.com.
Apex Apparel is your quick turnaround apparel and promotional item shop in Grand Forks. If you're looking for direct-to-garment printing, embroidery work, or a huge selection of promotional items, come to Apex Apparel, your locally owned, family-run, quick turnaround apparel shop in Grand Forks.
Grand Trailer Sales in East Grand Forks is your go-to spot for enclosed utility, flatbed, and dump trailers in the Red River Valley. They have the biggest selection on hand of trailers with great pricing. If you're looking for parts, service, or simply to buy, trade, or rent a trailer, stop into East Grand Forks. GrandTrailersSales.com.
Your family deserves clean, filtered water. High Plains Water offers Millennium Drink Water System, which delivers great tasting water and also eliminates harmful impurities. Professionally installed and maintained by High Plains Water of Grand Forks. See them at highplainswater.com.
We welcome you to our coverage of high school football tonight in the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network, KNOX Live Sports this evening. Our halftime report with Grand Forks Red River leading 41-0 over Bismarck St. Mary's tonight is brought to you by High Plains Water and Grand Forks Welding and Machine. High Plains Water, they are the headquarters for Awesome Water. They are the Awesome Water place in Grand Forks, and they'll show you how your quality of living goes up with a system from High Plains Water. No more scaly buildup that they have for you around your fixtures when you have treated water. Cleaner laundry rather, with less detergent. That's one of the factors that you get. Treated water does a better job. It's also better to drink, tastes better right out of the tap. And of course, you're going to have appliances that last longer as well. The quality of living goes up with the system from High Plains Water in Grand Forks. And Grand Forks Welding and Machine, they are the men of steel. Here to limit your downtime through this busy harvest season, they have you covered at Grand Forks Welding and Machine. Make sure if you twist a shaft or break one, or you've got other downtime issues that need repair, that Grand Forks Welding and Machine is your first call to get those taken care of. Grand Forks Welding and Machine, they are the men of steel. Well, almost a picture-perfect first half for the Roughriders. The one holding penalty was really the only detractor that Vern Muir, the head coach of Red River, talked about on the way off the field with Sam Jensen down the sideline. Otherwise, things couldn't have gone a whole lot better for the Roughriders in the first half. They created a couple of turnovers, one offensively, one on special teams. They scored just about every trip down the field here tonight, and some big plays in the offensive game for Grand Forks Red River to build up this 41-0 advantage. Let's take a look at our first half highlights tonight. And our first half highlights are brought to you by Proseed. Need seed? Think Proseed. Proseed.net. It gets started with a defensive play. This was Bismarck St. Mary's opening possession, and Bryce Muse, who had a great game tonight, comes up with a hit hard on quarterback Jacoby Grimm for a quarterback sack on the opening possession. Red River got short field position after that, took over at the St. Mary's 45 after the punt, and it's Thomas Kraft after a handful of plays that bounces off the pile. You don't stop him on first effort very often. Riders lead there, getting the first points. On their second drive tonight, another opportunity from their own 45-yard line. Great catch here coming in from the tight end Cam Clefstead. Jump ball on the edge of the end zone. Red River goes up 2 scores. Then later, you'd see Red River going up by 3. Great catch here by Cade Mackey, and look at the jumps. Not 1 but 2. Zigzags his way into the end zone. Mackey had a huge first half for Grand Forks Red River to find his way to pay dirt there. Later, you'd see more from Cade Mackey. We thought this got into the end zone. Throwing near side of the field, Mackey with a leaping catch. He was ruled down at the 1-yard line. Thomas Kraft would get into the end zone on the back end of that possession to keep the scoring going for Grand Forks Red River. Up 27-0. They hand the ball off in the backfield, and we see the touchdown for Noah Brandvold finding his way into the house for a score. Red River going up by 5 scores at that point, and they finish it off with this play to Carter Flom after Pierce Parks ran out of contact, looks downfield, finds Flom open in the end zone, running to the sideline. He scores, and Red River with a 41-0 advantage at the end of the opening half. And those are your first half highlights, and they're brought to you tonight by Proseed. Need seed? Think Proseed. Proseed.net. We've got more coming up in halftime. We'll take a look at the numbers from this first half of play. So do stay with us as we get ready for our first half statistics coming up here in a couple of moments. Halftime continues here at Cushman Field in Grand Forks. The Riders lead Bismarck St. Mary's 41-0. This is our coverage of high school football on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network and KNOX Live Sports.
There's never been a better time of year than now to get that new Ford from Nelson Auto Center in Grand Forks. It's the model year closeout, and you can drive off in a new F-150 XLT and save up to $14,500 or choose low 2.9% financing for 60 months. Ford Escape, another great buy. Save up to $4,250 and get low 1.9% for 66 months. Hurry in for huge discounts and low financing during our model year closeout at Nelson Auto Center in Grand Forks.
Whether it's a golf course, your lawn, a pasture on your farm, cover crop, or even a food plot to help you get that big buck, Rivards Turf and Forage of Grand Forks has developed, mixed, and packaged the premium specialized seed you need for almost every application. Plus, they also carry a full line of ice melter products for your home or business. To check out all their products, go to rivards.com.
It's hard to explain what this feels like. We could try to put it into words, but nothing compares to experiencing it for yourself. You just have to get in the seat.
Visit True North Equipment at any of our 10 locations or at www.truenorthequipment.com.
Signature Graphics in East Grand Forks is your one-stop shop for all your branding and design needs. From embroidery, vinyl wrapping, laser print, and more, fully customized from start to finish, all in-house. Signature Graphics. We craft your vision. You watch it come to life.
Picture yourself at Lake Region State College. With faculty and staff here to help you succeed, we know you by name. Picture your success as you get hands-on ready for the workforce or transfer on to earn your bachelor's degree. Lake Region State College. We change lives.
As guys, we all love our trucks. That's why Toys for Trucks is your headquarters for all things truck. They carry an amazing selection of rims and tires, plus floor mats, tonneau covers, hitches, plows, and even Excalibur remote car starters for any car, truck, or SUV. And the best part? They can install everything for your truck right at their location. Stop out at Toys for Trucks in Grand Forks to customize your ride, or check them out at toysfortrucks.com.
When you think breakfast, you think Perkins Restaurant. Whether you keep it simple with a fresh baked mammoth muffin and coffee or go all out and try the tremendous 12 breakfast, Perkins Restaurant is your breakfast place. Perkins Restaurant and a great breakfast make the perfect team.
Franson Bank and Trust in Grand Forks is a community bank that caters to businesses, farms, and consumers. They provide customized financial solutions with personalized customer service. Let Franson Bank give you the banking relationship you deserve. Real people, real results.
ProAg in Grand Forks and Grafton carries the equipment and parts on hand to make your farming operation run smooth. They carry all major brands like Honeybee, Alloway, Amity, Artex, Hardy, Capello, Monosem, Pickett, Wilrich, and Black Ace. So whether you're trading in, buying, or just need parts, go to ProAgEquip.com to see everything ProAg has to offer.
Halftime continues here tonight at Cushman Field. At the break, Grand Forks Red River with a stifling lead on Bismarck St. Mary's. It's a 41-0 lead for Grand Forks Red River over Bismarck St. Mary's at the break as we continue with our halftime coverage tonight, brought to you tonight. Halftime report with Grand Forks Welding and Machine, the Men of Steel, and High Plains Water, your source for awesome water in Grand Forks. Our scoreboard updates tonight are brought to you this evening by Altru. Regular screenings with Altru's care team can detect illness before symptoms begin. Stay in the game of wellness. Schedule an appointment. Visit altru.org. or call 780-5000. Now, I believe there is only one other game that is going on tonight at our time. The rest of them are now underway. However, they're underway an hour behind us as we got started at 6 o'clock tonight. And we're looking for, I believe, an update on West Fargo-Horace. I think that's the other game that is underway tonight. Will be West Fargo-Horace and Jamestown. So we'll try to find a score update on that if we can find one for you between West Fargo-Horace and Jamestown. So when we have an opportunity there, we'll fill you in on that one. Halftime numbers tonight as Grand Forks Red River comes back on the field out of the locker room. First half numbers that we have for you this evening, I have only 20 yards of total offense for Bismarck St. Mary's. Connor Shofton, 11-yard catch. 5-yard catch for David Vetter, 3 yards of rushing for Vetter, and a yard for Beckett Price. And Jacoby Grimm, I didn't get him down for the loss on the quarterback sack earlier, so my official numbers are off, and I've got only 20 yards of total offense. There were also 15 yards of penalties for Bismarck St. Mary's, so it's entirely possible that St. Mary's was held to negative yardage in the opening half of this game. Red River with 294 yards. Thomas Kraft, 62 yards on the ground. Pierce Parks, 11 yards on the ground. 37 for Noah Brandvold, along with a touchdown. Thomas Kraft has 2 touchdowns. Receiving the ball, 67 yards for Carter Flom on 5 catches. 70 yards for Cade Mackey on 5 catches. Cam Clefstead, 2 catches, 25 yards. 3 touchdown passes for Pierce Parks, a 9-yard throw to Clefstead, a 28-yard throw to Mackey, an 18-yard catch for Carter Flom. I don't think I even got Flom's numbers in this, did I? Yes, I did. My apologies. And then 2 touchdown runs for Thomas Kraft, 1 from 2, 1 from 1. And Reed Krogstad, had the touchdown run from 4 yards. My apologies. Tack on those numbers, and that will give Red River 298 yards. Total offense in the opening half as Reed Krogstad had a 4-yard touchdown run in the opening half of play tonight. And so 298 total yards for Grand Forks Red River. And again, I'm not 100%, but south to 20 for Bismarck St. Mary's. And right now, a 41-0 lead for Grand Forks Red River. Again, we go back to drive for the title from our pregame report tonight. You see what's on the line here, and you see the bracket as well. That game between Valley City and Wahpeton now going to be interesting tonight, as Valley City, the 2 seed out of the west, Wahpeton, the 3 seed out of the east, doing battle there. And that's the next opponent for Grand Forks Red River, but that game will be back here on Friday. A 33-27 win for Wahpeton the first time around between Wahpeton and Valley City in the non-conference schedule. Minot North, Devils Lake tonight. West Fargo, Horace, Jamestown tonight are the other matchups. And again, West Fargo, Horace got going when we did at 6 o'clock. So we'll see if we can't find some score updates on that one throughout the course of the night. The players to watch this evening: Thomas Kraft, 2 touchdown runs. Pierce Parks, 3 touchdown throws. Cam Clefstead, a touchdown catch. Carter Flom, touchdown catch. We nailed it as far as Grand Forks Red River, and we could have thrown Caden Mackey up there because Mackey has had an unbelievable night in this one tonight. Getting ready to start the second half. Halftime report tonight brought to you by High Plains Water, your source for awesome water in Grand Forks. And brought to you tonight by Grand Forks Welding and Machine. They are the Men of Steel. And we'll attempt, I'm going to go ahead and see if I can start to keep up with that Valley City matchup with Wahpeton. As we should see that game getting underway. They were set for a 7 o'clock start in that one tonight, so they should be just underway with that matchup. And they're nearing the end of the opening quarter. In fact, the first quarter going to run out, and Valley City leading Wahpeton in that matchup by a score of 7-6 as the first quarter comes to an end there. The 30-point rule is in play in playoff football. We're going to have a penalty coming up against St. Mary's. They might have been offside. So again, the 30-point continuous clock rule is in effect in playoff football, which means that the clock will stop only now in the second half on timeouts and changes of possession. It will continue to run through the try on any scoring that is done, and it will continue to be that way until the lead is decreased under 30 points. And the real lottery, as I take a look down towards the scoring staff, is if they know to keep that clock moving so we can run this thing out and get off into the sunset tonight. And I'm guessing that they probably already talked about and got it ready. St. Mary's will kick it away. And so Red River with the ball and a 41-point lead, they can really take steps to shorten this second half here as kickoff return out towards the near side of the field. And jersey tackle coming up is out to the 30 for Grand Forks Red River goes Isaiah Gay. And Isaiah Gay will take it to the 30, and it will be a first down for Grand Forks Red River.
Isaiah Gay with the return.
So Red River will take the football at the 30-yard line, first down and 10. We'll be continuing to get some updates throughout the second half down the sideline tonight with Sam Jensen. Luca Carpenter on our camera work down on the sideline tonight. Big thank you to him. Big thank you as well to Joey Springer, who has our main camera work tonight. And it looks as though Matt Dosh is now in the game to run the team. Actually, no, it is not Dosh. A new quarterback in the game for Grand Forks Red River, and a throw on first down that will be a first down for the Roughriders. We'll see who the new players are that are coming into this one for Red River. The catch is made by Edward Rogers, and making the throw is number 40, Reese Walters. Sophomore quarterback that will make the catch.
12 on the play.
And I'm not sure, is there a penalty marker here? Yeah, I'm not sure if the officials know that we're in continuous clock mode here. Oh, there is a penalty. It's going to be a holding call against Grand Forks Red River, and it looks like it came way downfield at the end of the play. So they're going to back it up from the end of the play, and Red River will actually have gaining about a half a yard on that play. How about that? So a penalty for a half-yard pickup for Grand Forks Red River. First down, and call it 9.5 now for the Roughriders. So new quarterback is Reese Walters. Oh, my goodness. And now here's a flag for a procedure penalty against Red River. Well, you know all that stuff that I said about the game getting short? I guess we can kind of pack some of that in. As we got a new unit out there, which means that obviously there's going to be some coordination issues that have got to come up. This is basically going to be new people, as you heard from Vern Muir in our sideline report at halftime. This is going to be a new unit that comes out on the field for Red River. Walters rolling out, looking to throw near side of the field, and it's picked off. Bismarck St. Mary's will take it away. Underthrown, Aiden Price comes up with the takeaway, and St. Mary's will have it at the 37 of Grand Forks Red River. So 1st and 10 for Bismarck St. Mary's at Red River's 37. Inauspicious start for the new unit that comes out there. And St. Mary's will run their team onto the field after the Riders turn it over. And I'm surprised a little bit. Red River threw the football on back-to-back plays in that sequence. You know, you might think maybe run the football, get the clock moving a little bit, all that kind of thing. But no, they came out air raid. And that's a bit of a surprising start to the second half for me from them. So we'll see Red River back on the defensive side of things. Jacoby Grimm out of the shotgun, takes a high snap on first down, rolling right side, throws underneath, and the pass is caught as a play up the middle of the field for Dominic Zander. We'll get him across the 25 and down to the 24. And a pickup of 13 yards for Dominic Zander. So a 1st and 10 coming up for St. Mary's. Riders leading by a score of 41-0. Again, St. Mary's has to score twice in order to overcome that continuous clock situation. But the turnover gives St. Mary's a short porch on their first one. Jacoby Grimm with men to his right and left again. He'll give it away in the backfield. Stretch play. Beckett Price trying to turn it upfield and was able to find his way out to the numbers at the 20, inside the 15, and down to the 14 for a gain of close to 10 yards. Xander Wayne comes up with a stop for Grand Forks Red River, one of the starters offensively and defensively. Spot's going to put it at the 15. Ball goes back inside the RBB Electric Red Zone, brought to you by RBB Electric. On call, on time, and online, rbbelectric.com. Again, Valley City leading Wahpeton 7-6 into the opening quarter. Down in Valley City, that first quarter went by quickly, and that would be the next opponent for Grand Forks Red River. Grimm waiting for a shotgun snap for St. Mary's, has it on second down and short. Throwing to the end zone, the pass is caught for a touchdown for Bismarck St. Mary's. We're waiting for a call. We don't have one yet. And yeah, it is a touchdown for Bismarck St. Mary's. Ball will be caught by Aiden Price. And Price will take it in from 15 yards out. And with 9 minutes and 8 seconds to go here in the third quarter, Bismarck St. Mary's is on the board for the first time tonight. And that is just a really surprising thing. Red River comes out throwing the football, turns it over, and St. Mary's sticks one in the house. And I'm really taken aback by the way that sequence went for the Roughriders. St. Mary's attempting an extra point. They're in some trouble. They'll throw the ball to the end zone. The pass is incomplete through the hands of who was going to be the kicker on that play, Oliver Coughlin. So the incomplete pass will make the lead 35 for Grand Forks Red River at 41-6 on the All-True scoreboard. Timeout for Big Jim's Tire and Apex Apparel. And we'll come back with more in a couple of moments. This is our coverage of high school football on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network and KNOX Live Sports.
Spray Advantage of Grand Forks carries everything you need for the chemical and fertilizer application on your farm. They have pumps, tips, and tanks from 3 gallons all the way up to 10,000 gallons on hand. They can help with parts and accessories for the fertilizer and tillage equipment on your farm too. Go to sprayadvantage.com.
When you think breakfast, you think Perkins Restaurant. Whether you keep it simple with a fresh baked mammoth muffin and coffee or go all out and try the tremendous 12 breakfast, Perkins Restaurant is your breakfast place. Perkins Restaurant and a great breakfast make the perfect team.
As guys, we all love our trucks. That's why Toys for Trucks is your headquarters for all things truck. They carry an amazing selection of rims and tires, plus floor mats, tonneau covers, hitches, plows, and even Excalibur remote car starters for any car, truck, or SUV. And the best part? They can install everything for your truck right at their location. Stop out at Toys for Trucks in Grand Forks to customize your ride, or check them out at toysfortrucks.com.
We'll see the kickoff from Bismarck St. Mary's following a score that they make happen after a short field on a Red River turnover. And the lead is 41-6 as the Roughriders another kickoff return to the near side of the field. And a reversal of field, back out to the middle. Here's a flag down that was thrown from like 20 yards away. Isaiah Gay on the return. And a flag comes in from about 20 yards downfield. From the far side of the field to the near side of the field. We'll sort out the penalty. In the meantime, let's go down to the sideline where Sam Jensen is standing by with the latest. Sam?
Ryan, the second teamers are in for Red River, and the focus in the locker room was to continue to play disciplined football in the second half, regardless of who's on the field. A lot of these depth players for the Roughriders are used to playing in games like this, as Grand Forks Red River has only had 2 games so far this season that have been one-possession matchups. So the focus of head coach Vern Mears to stay disciplined, stick to their assignments, and continue to play clean football throughout the duration of the second half.
All right, thank you very much. That's Sam Jensen. Thank you so much on our sideline tonight. Sam bringing us our reports, and the discipline a factor, but of course Riders turned it over, and now a block in the back penalty that comes in as well. They're scoring points like gangbusters down in Valley City. It's now 14-14 Valley City and Wahpeton, and there's just 2.5 minutes gone by in the second quarter. That was 7-6 Valley City at the end of 1, and in 2.5 minutes, it's turned into 14-14, each team on the board in the second quarter of play down there very early. Riders 1st and 10 from the 22-yard line. And we'll see another snap for Walters. This time he hands the football off in the backfield, and not much doing to around the 20, a loss of a yard. St. Mary's with their first teamers still in the ball game. Red River now with their second teamers in, and this will be Cam Irian that gets the carry, a sophomore. Irian will lose a yard in the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down and 11 for Grand Forks Red River. So the Riders are the 2nd and 11 from the 21. 7:45 left to go in the third quarter. Riders leading, continuous clock rule at hand, but St. Mary's with their starting defense out there looking to get the ball back and perhaps change that continuous clock situation. Rogers looking sweet, turns it upfield and is stopped right around the 19 for a loss of 2. So here comes 3rd down 13. St. Mary's not going to take their starters out, again, for good reason. You're kind of ending the season here in this situation, and not sure if it's a senior-laden team or not. Ryan Borer, one of their starters. Bennett McHugh, a defensive starter, is a senior. Connor Schatz. Charles Richter, a senior, who's been the quarterback most of the way. Their kicker, Oliver Coughlin, is a senior as well. So they have a handful of seniors. They want to get their final minutes in out there. Here comes 3rd down 13 for Grand Forks Red River. Walters the snap. He's pressured. Gets out of pressure. Rolling left side. Looking to turn upfield outside the numbers. Got to the 20 and is down at around the 26 or so before spinning to a stop on the turf. And the Riders will have to give the football back as the punt unit will come in on 4th down and 6. Well, the Rider defense will be challenged now. They had an opportunity to step on the field against St. Mary's starting offense, and St. Mary's hammered the ball at them rather quickly in that first sequence. And Jesse Baker will step back to punt the football for the Roughriders. Baker picks up a low snap, gets rid of it. Good driving kick. This is a nice kick. Back to the St. Mary's 46-yard line, picked up there by Aiden Price. Price puts the shoulder down the boundary, got to the Red River 45 and steps out of bounds at around the 44. And so St. Mary's with a 41-6 deficit will come back onto the field. 6 minutes to go, halfway through the third quarter. And the Riders now with a 35-point lead to come out and defend at 41-6, and we'll see how the defense responds here. Now looking on the field, looks like the Riders going to send that second unit back out there. And if you do give up points here, you want to at least make St. Mary's earn it. They're going to bring out their starters, you would think. Vetter's back out there. Beckett Price is back out there. Jacoby Grimm, he comes onto the field as well. So it's the starting unit here for Bismarck St. Mary's. Grimm out of the shotgun, flags. This got started early. Riders will watch as I believe St. Mary's flinched on the near side of the field. And they'll mark off the penalty. And this will go against Bismarck St. Mary's. Gives us a chance to bring you a game look-in brought to you by Vegan Construction. Designers, builders, engineers. Quality work in the area since 1938. Riders scored 41 points in the opening half tonight. 3 touchdown passes for Pierce Parks. They forced a turnover on offense of St. Mary's, that is, and a turnover on special teams as well. Thomas Kraft with 2 rushing touchdowns in what is probably an abbreviated night, 62 yards. Riders leading 41-6. That's our game look-in tonight, brought to you by Vegan Construction. A drive near side of the field. David Vetter trying to stretch, and the defense rallies to the occasion there as Vetter is brought down short of the line of scrimmage. Brandvold coming up with a stop, and it's a loss of a yard on that play for David Vetter, and it will bring up 2nd down and 16. Again, next week, Riders will be back at home. I would assume 6 o'clock start again between Red River and their opponent. The Riders like the 6 o'clock starts. 2nd and 16, Grimm rolling out right side, looking, throwing back foot, pass caught, far sidelines, complete to Dominic Zander. Zander up inside the Red River 40 to the 38, and that's a big pickup. Brings up 13 yards for Dominic Zander on the catch. And here comes a 3rd down and 3, and we'll see if the Riders can force a 4th down with their 2nd defensive unit out there. Wapaton has now taken the lead on Valley City in the 2nd quarter, 21-14. Stretch play, Beckett Price hit in the backfield, held up low, he didn't get there. The line of scrimmage and nothing more. Good pressure coming upfield from Grand Forks Red River from Jack Helgeson, junior linebacker who got a hand on Beckett Price and brought him down to the 43 for no gain. So here comes 4th down and 3. And can the Riders get a stop? The crowd will get behind the Red River defense here. It's the 2nd team defense for Grand Forks Red River trying to get a stop and a turnover on downs on 4th and 3. Crowd coming to life. Jacoby Grimm pressured. Brandvold chasing him down. Throws back foot. Pass incomplete. And the Rider defense will hold. Intended right side of the field for Zander. Coverage from Camden Dumas for Grand Forks Red River. And the Riders' 2nd team defense comes out, gets the stop on the St. Mary's 1st string offense. And will get the football back for Red River at the 38-yard line. Clock will stop on the change of possession with 4:06 to go. Let's go to the sideline where Sam Jensen is standing by. Sam?
Ryan, talking to the coaching staff of Grand Forks Red River during the halftime break, they emphasized the importance of diversifying their attack on offense, whether that's on the ground or moving the ball through the air. And we certainly saw the success for Grand Forks Red River in the opening couple of quarters as they scored on every offensive possession. Head coach Vern Muir was certainly happy to talk about that.
Sam Jensen with us on the sideline tonight. Great work again by Sam this evening, and Luca Carpenter on the sideline as well. It's been a pleasure to have those guys with us for the broadcast tonight. 3-yard pickup here for Grand Forks Red River on 1st down. And 2nd down and 7. Riders leading by a score of 41-6. All True scoreboard updates brought to you by All True. We'll get another scoreboard update from Valley City and Wapaton, but they've scored points in absolute bunches in the 2nd quarter down there. It was 7-6 Valley City going into the 2nd quarter, and 4.5 minutes into the 2nd quarter, it's 21-14 Wapaton in that matchup. 2nd down and 7. Little shovel pass near side. Walters taking it out to Brandvold, and actually rather not Brandvold, a pop as the ball was brought up by Connor Bishop Diaz. And Bishop Diaz down for maybe a yard pickup, and he took a big hit on it as well. It'll be 3rd down and 6. That Wapaton team is a tough matchup. Red River played Wapaton down at Wapaton, and Red River had a lead, made some defensive miscues in that game, and then Wapaton exposed them with some skilled players as well. So if Wapaton comes up to Red River next week, that's not a gimme, folks. That is a tough matchup. Wapaton's got a very good skilled group. Shotgun snap to Walters, 3rd down 4. He throws left side. Was this caught? And it is a catch right at the line to gain. Coming back to the football is Daniel Severud. He's going to be short of the 1st down, however, by about a half yard. And we'll see if Red River's thinking about rolling the dice for the 2nd team offense out there, needing a half a yard for a 1st down. The ball is just shy of their 48. The nose is just shy of it. They need to get a bit beyond the 48. They need less than a half a yard for for 1st down yardage. And the Riders going to go for it with the 2nd teamers out there. So 3 receivers, couple of claps, quarterback draw, and St. Mary's saw it coming. And down in the backfield is Walters. He will not get it. And St. Mary's will force a turnover on downs and get the ball back at Red River's 46-yard line.
Turnover on downs, 1st and 10, St. Mary's.
Understood, didn't get a score, but understood that West Fargo Horace was leading Jamestown in their matchup. That was down at Horace, and they started at the same time we did, around 6 o'clock. So they'll probably go final about when we go final. And Minot North is the other matchup, and we may be able to get a score update on that one as well as they play Devils Lake. The Sentinels will be a heavy favorite there, but Mason Palmer, I believe, is back for Devils Lake at quarterback this week, and that changes their team a little bit. Out of the shotgun, new quarterback in there for Bismarck St. Mary's. They're going to go to some of their second personnel as well. And breaking a couple of tackles, Beckett Bryce, he got outside. There was a block in the back in this play as well. They're not going to throw the flag, and Beckett Bryce knocked out of bounds inside the Rider 15-yard line. There was an obvious block in the back out there. They just kind of looked it off, I think, anyway. Thomas Wilson, sophomore quarterback, stepping in, handing the ball off to Beckett Price. I think it was Aiden Price that got his hands up, and it might not have been a block in the back. It might have been right around the shoulders, and one of those that you kind of look off in this situation. But now the Saints knocking on the door of trying to shut off that continuous clock as they take the ball to Red River's 15. Wilson takes the snap, dropping back, has good time, now pressured late, in trouble, hit in the backfield, throws the ball from the grasp and threw it out of bounds. And it'll be 2nd down and 10. Did well to get rid of the football in that situation. And the clock moving its way inside of a minute to go here in the 3rd quarter of football. So during the break, we'll try to get a couple of additional scores for you from some of those other games that are out there. Still 21-14, Wahpeton over Valley City, as they're into the final 5 minutes of the 2nd quarter in that matchup. 2nd down and 10. 45 seconds to go and counting. St. Mary's the ball at Red River's 14. Riders leading 41-6. Wilson dropping back, throwing near side of the field, passing complete, and that is the way, well, we'll see if they get another snap off here before the end of the quarter. They got time. Clock down to 30 seconds to go.
3rd down and
so they've got some time to work with here if they are able to find a way to get a snap off here before the end of the frame. And we'll see if they're able to do so. Clock down to 15 seconds left. St. Mary's trying to run their personnel back onto the field for one more. Thomas Wilson, the quarterback, over to the sideline to get the play. 3 receivers come onto the field. Wilson with men to his right and left. Clock at a second as the Wilson snap comes off, and Wilson sacked in the backfield, back at the 26-yard line. Second teamers getting involved for Grand Forks Red River, and it's a quarterback sack for Landon Holeen. Landon Holeen comes up with a quarterback sack for Red River. Sophomore at 220 pounds. That's the way the 3rd quarter comes to a conclusion. Riders a big lead as we go to the 4th after 3. On the Ultra scoreboard, Riders 41, St. Mary's 6. We have a timeout for Big Jim's Tire at Apex Apparel. This is our coverage of high school football on the Rivards Turf and Forage, Grand Trailer Sales, Sports Network, and KNOX Live Sports.
Add a pop of color and excitement to your next celebration with Balloons by Misty. Their one-of-a-kind balloon design skills and creativity will make your event unforgettable. It's always a party at Balloons by Misty. Visit balloonsbymisty.com today.
Residents of the Midwest are known for being self-starters and getting the job done. But when it comes to electrical work, it's best to call a professional. Hi, this is Steve from Bergstrom Electric. It's true that there's a certain glory to accomplishing a task on your own, but it's our experience that not only will save you time, but also the headaches that go along with home improvement projects. A simple phone call to Bergstrom Electric can make all the difference. At Bergstrom Electric, the light does shine brighter.
Score update coming in from Minot North and Devils Lake right now. Minot North looking to score, and they may have, and they've done so. It's 18-0 Minot North over Devils Lake in that matchup going on out in Minot tonight. Here's a field goal attempt for Bismarck St. Mary's of 42 yards. So the Saints on 4th down will look for a 42-yard field goal, and it's blocked right into the line of scrimmage. No chance for the kick, as the kicker for Bismarck St. Mary's, Oliver Coughlin, went looking for a field goal and came up empty. And the Riders will take over with the football to start the 4th quarter in a game that gets awfully short with the 30-point rule in effect. So Minot North, with success early in their matchup, kind of taking control of that matchup going on there. It's now 28-14 Wahpeton leading Valley City down in Wahpeton. Wahpeton has scored 3 touchdowns in 8.5 minutes, 7.5 minutes. 8 touchdowns, or rather 3 touchdowns in 7.5 minutes of the quarter, and right now has a 2-touchdown lead on Valley City. And so the Highlanders in some trouble, and Wahpeton trying to knock off the number 2 team out of the West. Matt Dosh on the field for Grand Forks Red River to take over the second unit. Dosh rolling right side, going to call his own number. Quarterback draw. And he'll run out to the 29 for a gain of 4. As the Riders just try to take some additional steps towards the semifinals. Next week, the Riders will be at home, and it's just a matter of who they're going to play. And right now, Wahpeton with that 2-touchdown lead is why we're checking on that situation there. As those of you that might be just joining us, we'll give you a complete look at the AA football bracket coming up here again in a couple of moments. 4-yard pickup for Dosh, and it's 2nd down and 6. And, well, everybody knew the snap count but the center. The snap from Jack Stevens just didn't happen. And a full start penalty against Red River will back up the Riders. Again, bracket looks like this. Red River looking to advance here to the semifinals. They get the winner of Wahpeton and Valley City. Minot North and West Fargo Horace, or Devils Lake and Jamestown, or some combination thereof, would be up next week in the other semifinal. Dosh throwing, passing complete. Little lead screen for Rogers on the near side of the field. And that'll bring up 3rd down and 12 now for Grand Forks Red River. Clock continuing to move, though, with it down to under 11 to play in the quarter. Under 11 left. Crowd just getting a little listless, trying to put this one away. Here comes 3rd down and 12. 3 receivers, twins to the left. Dosh waiting for the snap, has it, gives it away, stretch play on the right side of the field, and snagged behind the line of scrimmage was Connor Bishop Diaz. Right around the line of scrimmage, perhaps, may have lost a half a yard, so here comes 4th down. And the Riders going to send the punt unit onto the field. So the Riders will send the punt unit back out. Valuable time here. I don't know that a lot of the first teamers are still out there defensively for Bismarck St. Mary's. It looks like they pulled most of their players. They do have a few first teamers that are still out there. Riders going to have to punt deep in their own territory. Back is Aiden Price to receive the punt right around the St. Mary's 45. Snap is a good one. The kick is away. It's a driving punt, not too deep, and picked up returnable by Price. He sets up return up the middle of the field. Now bounces outside, gets to the numbers, and a flag is down. Price going to go into the end zone on this, and it's going to be for naught, as there was a holding penalty out on the near edge of the football field that was flagged. And Price knows it. They'll stop the clock with 9:35 to go. And it looks like David Vetter is being consoled a little bit. Just looked like as one of the Rider defenders tried to turn and go back upfield, he just couldn't quite get free of his blocker, and that turned out to be what was whistled as the holding penalty. So St. Mary's will have it at the 43-yard line of Red River. Now again, a touchdown for St. Mary's would extinguish the continuous clock rule here. So that's the first step when you're down by that many points, is first of all, get it under 30. Then you try to come back maybe for an onside kick just to see if you can shake a little doubt into this thing with 9:35 to go. Riders' second team defense back onto the field. And really the starters are still out there for Bismarck St. Mary's except for the quarterback. Thomas Wilson is in to take the snaps, but David Vetter, Beckett Price, the 2 running backs, the 3 wide receivers, Dominic Zander, Aiden Price on the field, Connor Schatz, the tight end. So these are all the starters that are still out there for Bismarck St. Mary's at this point, at least amongst the skilled positions. 1st and 10 from Red River's 43. And we'll see Wilson waiting for a shotgun snap. Riders creep up a little bit. It's Beckett Price trying to shed a tackle. Breaks it up the middle and runs through a tackle to 35, down to the 33. Nearly a first down pickup. Looking on the offensive line for St. Mary's, and I think that's all of their starters out there as well. Jackson Barth started the game. Connor McIntosh started the game. Roman Barnes started the game. Max Griffin started the game. So I think really all of their starters, all of their first unit players are in there. Now we're going to see Aiden Price rotated out here, and Charles Richter will come in. It looks like Richter's now going to take the snaps. So Richter will come into the matchup and take the snaps here for St. Mary's, who was the original starting quarterback to start the year. Richter calls his own number, quarterback draw, first down, drives up the field to the 25 and down onto the 23. And that'll be enough to move the sticks for Bismarck St. Mary's. We'll continue to keep you up to date with some of the games that are out there as best as we can here tonight, as they're down to the final minute of the opening half down in Valley City. And Wahpeton leading the Highlanders 28-14. 55 seconds left to go in that one. Again, the winner there gets Red River coming up next week. Dominic Zander, Connor Schatz left side, Aiden Price right side, and Wilson back in to take a snap. He'll give to Vetter, who tries to bounce outside, cuts back in, and drives his way down to the 15. That'll be a gain of 8 yards for David Vetter. And back inside the RBB Electric red zone goes Bismarck St. Mary's. Just under 8 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter. Still going to be a quicker game than you would have expected tonight. We're going to be halfway through the fourth quarter by the time we get to 8 o'clock. And so in the long run, we'll have some extended post-game stuff tonight coming up for you. Rolling out to the near side of the field is Wilson, throwing off his back foot to the end zone, too strong, and the pass is incomplete. Let's go down to the sideline. Sam Jensen standing by on the sideline. Sam?
Ryan, although the Roughriders look like they're well on their way to a North Dakota high school football quarterfinal victory, the coaching staff is still emphasizing to keep their foot on the gas pedal throughout the remainder of this game. Their message is taking it one possession at a time, treating every possession like they're holding on to a 6-point lead in the Dakota Bowl, and offensively treating it like they're down by 6 points, trying to tie the game up. Back to you, Ryan.
I like the approach, I really do. That's a great approach down there for Red River to try to get their second team defense in there to, get some game experience, but also big game experience. Wilson, little delayed draw for St. Mary's, and banging his way near a first down for the Saints. New ball carrier, number 8, Bennett McHugh, who's been a defensive back tonight. And this will fall to around the Red River 14, and it's going to be fourth down for Bismarck St. Mary's. And the Saints will go back to Charles Richter, who will come onto the field to take the snap on fourth down to try to continue the drive for Bismarck St. Mary's. So back is Richter. Shotgun snap, own number, quarterback draw up the middle. He's got a first down as the ball goes inside the 10 and the line carries him down to around the 7. And we'll pause 10 seconds for station identification for those of you on the radio side. This is Rough Rider and high school playoff football. First down and goal for Bismarck St. Mary's at the Rider 8-yard line. Riders leading by a score of 41-6 with 5 minutes 40 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter. Ryan Cunningham, Sam Jensen, Luca Carpenter, Joey Springer here tonight. Little roll to the near side, looking towards the end zone. Richter throws one up for grabs and it's batted away, incomplete. He threw it with his left hand. I'm not even sure that he's left-handed, but a little late read over there by, I believe, Eddie Rogers that knocked it away.
Number 4, Cortland Eberly.
Eberly was the intended target in the far side of the end zone. That'll bring up second down and goal. And again, in those situations, the incomplete pass does not stop the clock. And so that 30-point rule continues to whittle away at it. During the post-game report, we'll try to get you some scores in some of the other games as well. Again, I'm not sure if we'll be able to get you a score from the Jamestown-West Fargo-Horace matchup, but we've been able to keep track of Wahpeton and Valley City tonight, which is the matchup that matters for this one. Run up the middle this time for Richter, and Richter is into the end zone for a Bismarck St. Mary's touchdown.
8-yard touchdown run.
So an 8-yard touchdown run for Charles Richter, and that will turn off the continuous clock situation. They're about to go to halftime down in Valley City. Wahpeton will take a 28-14 lead into the locker room of that matchup down in Valley City. So the lead is cut to 41-12. And we will see number 15, Oliver Coughlin, come on to attempt an extra point for Bismarck St. Mary's. Coughlin stands ready. Kick is on its way, and it is good, and it's 41-13. Red River with their lead trimmed a bit more as they continue to play with their second defense against Bismarck St. Mary's first offense. And we'll take a break for Big Jim's Tire, your number one supplier of ag tires in Grand Forks, and Apex Apparel, your hometown quick turnaround promotional goods store. Riders leading as we continue with playoff football on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network.
Since 1972, Jarrell's Sports Center and Hockey World has provided year-round sporting goods, apparel, and of course, hockey equipment and training tools. You'll also find they have a state-of-the-art skate sharpening machine to give you the edge you need. For anything sports, stop into Jarrell's and Hockey World.
When you need the right part for your pickup, head to Northwood or call Mike's Custom Truck. Amanda will drop ship any part you need. Turbos, upgraded fuel pumps, Edge products, and more. Mike's Custom Truck, 587-6335.
Your local Circle K and Holiday Station stores are proud to support high school activities. Stop by the new Circle K location at 1316 South Washington Street for not only gas, but a wide array of hot and cold food, snacks for everyone, and a car wash. Open 24/7, 7 days a week.
4 minutes, 41 seconds left to go in this one. And the Riders leading by a score of 41-13. Continuous clock rule will now be turned off as St. Mary's cuts the gap back under 30. Riders return the kickoff to the 41. And let's go to the sideline where we have Sam Jensen standing by. Sam?
Ryan, some similarities in these matchups between Grand Forks Red River and Bismarck St. Mary's, and both of the times they've played in August and now in November. Both matchups, Red River has put up 41 unanswered points. Back in August, they went down by 6 and then scored 41 unanswered to win that game 41-6. They went out to an early 41-0 lead in the first half and never looked back.
It's interesting how that comparison goes. 41 points unanswered each time in the game. The last time, Red River went down 6-0 to St. Mary's and then rallied, and here, Red River all over Bismarck St. Mary's early. And the second teamers have been trying to defend St. Mary's first team offense and have given up a couple of touchdowns. Little toss to Eddie Rogers on the pitch, and Rogers found a hole to cut through and has a nice carry out to around the 49 for a gain of 8. For Eddie Rogers, he's brought down by Charles Richter, and it'll be 2nd down and 2 for Grand Forks Red River with a 41-13 lead.
On the play, it'll be 2nd down and 2.
So the Riders just kind of riding this one out. And, you know, the one thing that kind of happens in a game like this, the way you finish it, the reason why it's important is, you know, the idea that you can't really start this way next week against Wahpeton. That's just not something you can do at that point. Wahpeton comes in here, and they're looking at bumping you off. They were right around you. They were down 3 scores and made that a 1-score game and made it tight. Matt Dosh rolling, looking to throw. Just scoots forward, got back to midfield, maybe a gain of a yard for Dosh. And here comes a 3rd down and 1. So 3rd down and 1 coming up for Red River. Ball at midfield. Clock down to 3:35 to go. Again, in the post-game report, Sam Jensen will be on the sideline. We'll try to catch up again with Vern Muir. We'll catch up with some of the principals of this one as well. Some of the players that made it happen tonight and what's been a good night of football for Grand Forks Red River. But a big one coming up next week. If it's not Wahpeton, if it's Valley City, they have the capability of beating Wahpeton. And if it is Wahpeton, it's a big game coming up next week in the semifinals. 3rd and 1. Dosh takes the snap, looks to give it away up the middle. Nothing to it. Loss of a couple of yards back to the 48. And so here comes 4th down, and the Rider punt team is going to come back on the field.
Cam Urian with the carry.
4th down at 3, Cam Urian is the man that's caught behind the line of scrimmage. Next game broadcast, by the way, Tuesday night. It'll be at Central High School. It's the Crosstown Battle in Volleyball. Central Red River, as the Eastern Dakota Conference season begins to come to a close. We'll have that for you on Tuesday downtown. Pre-game coverage around 6:30. First serve suggested at 7. We say suggested because sometimes you just don't know. Short kick on the punt, and it's angled out of bounds. And St. Mary's will get the football with 2 minutes and 22 seconds. No references. 2 minutes, 22 seconds left to go in the 4th quarter with the Riders up 41-13. I've noticed as of late, checking my emails, that a number of schedule happenings are going on with some of the winter sports. They're kind of finalizing those plans, as we'll be making the turn on that rather quickly. Seen some hockey schedules that are coming complete now, and there have been just a few fine details that have to be worked out in that situation. I believe they had planned some things for Hockey Day in Grand Forks, but maybe that's not going to happen now or something along those lines. From the 36, St. Mary's with the football, with the Riders leading 41-13. And they'll give the ball to David Vetter on a stretch play left, and Vetter down for minimal gain. Thomas Wilson back in for another series at quarterback. Riders get a stop on the far edge from Jack Matson, junior defensive back. And it will be a 2nd down and 9 for St. Mary's from their own 37. But again, looking forward to our post-game report tonight. Sam Jensen will try to wrangle up some of the players in this one after they get together and have their player meeting. We'll go through some of the highlights in this one tonight as well. Player awards, all of it coming up with the post-game report. 2nd down and 9. Wilson rolling out near side, pressured, in some trouble. Throws back foot downfield. The pass is caught on the near side of the field by Connor Schatz. And they'll say he did get a foot in bounds at the Red River 40-yard line. It's a 22-yard catch for Connor Schatz. Not a bad throw from Wilson off his back foot, and Connor Schatz in double coverage was able to get his hands up and make that play. And out of bounds to stop the clock with 1:41 seconds left. Wilson off the far sideline will bring in the play for Bismarck St. Mary's on 1st down and 10. Now from the Red River 40. Pair of receivers left. New man in the game for St. Mary's is number 6, Ryan Bohr. Not new, but playing an offensive position now. Roll left side of the field. Wilson throwing for Bohr, and the pass is incomplete. Looks like a couple of changes for St. Mary's up on the offensive line. Braden Rorrell is now up, taking some snaps on the offensive line for St. Mary's. And we also see Bennett Baumgartner still in the game up there, just trying to pin in some of the men that are out there for the Saints. They have most of their original offensive starters on the field at the skilled positions. Thomas Wilson taking over that quarterback spot. Jackson Barth still in the game as an offensive lineman as well, so they haven't made a lot of changes up on the O-line. 2nd down, Vetter, reverse, back towards the near side. Riders snuffed it out. That play kind of strung out, and the reverse pitch went to Ryan Bohr coming back from the left side, and Bohr cut down on the near edge. Riders got a good play out of the linebacker court from Jack Matson for Red River, and it's 3rd down and 9 for St. Mary's. And this is going to take us near a minute to go in the football game. Riders' 10th consecutive win. Now 10-0 on the season. Still unblemished. Getting ready to defend home field here in Midtown. Coming up next week. I can see Sam Jensen's down there setting up dudes to talk to right now. 3rd down and 8. Wilson going to air one out, looking for Aiden Price, who makes a jump ball catch along the sideline at the 7-yard line, and it will be 1st down and goal for Bismarck St. Mary's. Now officially at the 6, trying to poke one more in with 48 seconds left to go. So 1st down and goal coming up for the Saints. They'll get the clock started with 45 seconds left. And the Saints trying to poke one back in the end zone here at the very end to try to cut this lead a bit further, as Red River's been riding the 41 first half points towards their conclusion here tonight. We'll see the play up the middle of the football field, and no chance to get there. Right at the line of scrimmage goes Thomas Wilson, the quarterback. Clock down to 15 seconds. And no timeout going to be taken here, I don't believe, by St. Mary's. They're going to try to get one more play called. 5-4. And Wilson going to take a snap with about 2 seconds left on the clock. Wilson dropping back, throwing to the far corner of the end zone, and this may have been picked off by Red River in the end zone. It's going to be an incomplete pass, and that's the way the clock will run out in this one. Grand Forks Red River wins it by a final score of 41-13. The Riders will move on to the semifinals next week against Wahpeton or Valley City, and St. Mary's finishes their season at 5-5. Our post-game report is on the way next. Stay with us. We'll get to it coming up here in the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network. Network.
There's never been a better time of year than now to get that new Ford from Nelson Auto Center in Grand Forks. It's the model year closeout, and you can drive off in a new F-150 XLT and save up to $14,500 or choose low 2.9% financing for 60 months. Ford Escape, another great buy. Save up to $4,250 and get low 1.9% for 66 months. Hurry in for huge discounts and low financing during our model year closeout at Nelson Auto Center in Grand Forks.
Whether it's a golf course, your lawn, a pasture on your farm, cover crop, or even a food plot to help you get that big buck, Rivard's Turf and Forage of Grand Forks has developed, mixed, and packaged the premium specialized seed you need for almost every application. Plus, they also carry a full line of ice melter products for your home or business. To check out all their products, go to rivards.com.
It's hard to explain what this feels like. We could try to put it into words, but nothing compares to experiencing it for yourself. You just have to get in the seat.
Visit True North Equipment at any of our 10 locations or at www.truenorthequipment.com.
Signature Graphics in East Grand Forks is your one-stop shop for all your branding and design needs. From embroidery, vinyl wrapping, laser print, and more, fully customized from start to finish, all in-house. Signature Graphics. We craft your vision. You watch it come to life.
Picture yourself at Lake Region State College. With faculty and staff here to help you succeed, we know you by name. Picture your success as you get hands-on ready for the workforce or transfer on to earn your bachelor's degree. Lake Region State College. We change lives.
As guys, we all love our trucks. That's why Toys for Trucks is your headquarters for all things truck. They carry an amazing selection of rims and tires, plus floor mats, tonneau covers, hitches, plows, and even Excalibur remote car starters for any car, truck, or SUV. And the best part? They can install everything for your truck right at their location. Stop out at Toys for Trucks in Grand Forks to customize your ride, or check them out at toysfortrucks.com.
When you think breakfast, you think Perkins Restaurant. Whether you keep it simple with a fresh-baked mammoth muffin and coffee or go all out and try the tremendous 12 breakfast, Perkins Restaurant is your breakfast place. Perkins Restaurant and a great breakfast make the perfect team.
Franson Bank and Trust in Grand Forks is a community bank that caters to businesses, farms, and consumers. They provide customized financial solutions with personalized customer service. Let Franson Bank give you the banking relationship you deserve. Real people, real results.
ProAg in Grand Forks and Grafton carries the equipment and parts on hand to make your farming operation run smooth. They carry all major brands like Honeybee, Alloway, Amity, Artex, Hardy, Capello, Monosem, Pickett, Blue Rich, and Black Ace. So whether you're trading in, buying, or just need parts, go to ProAgEquip.com to see everything ProAg has to offer.
We welcome you to our post-game report tonight here in the Rivard's Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network, brought to you this evening by Spray Advantage and Lake Region State College. And let's start our post-game report by going down onto the field where Sam Jensen is standing by with J.B. Walters and company. Sam?
Here with J.B. Walters, offensive and defensive lineman for the Grand Forks Red River Roughriders. J.B., everything went right for your team tonight.
Yeah, we played very well both sides of the ball.
Talk about the preparation that went into this matchup. You guys played Bismarck St. Mary's back in August. You were expecting a completely different team, but you were still able to beat them by a similar margin. Talk about the preparation and the message in the locker room beforehand.
Yeah, we stuck to what we've been doing all season, staying present in the current week we're in, keeping the idea that we're 0-0 on the week and we want to be 1-0. So.
What is going to be the focus in practice, off the field, on the field throughout this next week to make sure that you're prepared for whoever your next opponent might be?
I think it's definitely going to be finishing. We got to make sure we can finish those close games, and even if it's not a close game, we got to finish the game every week.
J.B. Walters, star offensive lineman and defensive lineman for Grand Forks Red River. Thank you for your time and congratulations on tonight's victory.
Thank you.
Back to you, Ryan.
Sam Jensen joining us on the sideline. Big thanks to Sam for joining us here tonight. As again, the final score in this one is 41-13. Grand Forks Red River picks up the win here tonight, and the win will send them on to the semifinals, as their next matchup will be either against West Wahpeton or Valley City. That game comes up on Friday, and so we'll have that for you here on KNOX Radio. Whether or not it's on KNOX Live Sports, not sure. We have to wait to see how that works out as we go into the week. Before we continue on with our highlights, let's get another word from Vern Meir. Sam Jensen standing by with Vern Meir. Sam?
Here with head coach for Grand Forks Red River, Vern Meir. Vern, amazing victory for you guys tonight, and you survived to live another week.
Yeah, we played, like I said, you couldn't write a script better for how the first half went. Being the team that I'd like us to be, we handled that first half the way that I think a team like our caliber should. Second half, we got to play some guys that don't normally get to play, so that's a great experience for them. Anytime you can have a home playoff game and get a win, it's really awesome for your program, especially ours, where we don't have these a lot of times and don't have a real established tradition of getting out of the first round. So it's a good feeling to get out, and we get to be here again next week, probably against Wahpeton, and we played a tough game down there and like to welcome them back up here and hopefully play well enough again to get ourselves to the final game, but 1 week at a time and one game at a time.
Coach, let's talk more about the importance of tonight's victory for your football program. The first time Grand Forks Red River has advanced to the semifinals since they've moved to the AA level. What does this mean to the Red River football program?
Well, we actually made it in 22 when we got to go to Jamestown. So the nice thing is we get to stay here. We had to take a bus ride to Jamestown. So anytime you can play in your home field, to me, that's an advantage. Obviously, Wahpeton's not that far away, but they got to get on a bus. They got to come play in an environment that's not their home environment. And, of course, they want to come up here and be the spoiler, so to speak, and win the game. But this is our home turf and territory, and we get to practice in the comforts of it and get to play in the comforts of it. So I think it's an exciting time for our program, and hopefully have another good outing next week, next Friday.
I appreciate the correction, head coach Vern Meir, and thank you for your turnout time. Congratulations on the victory tonight, and best of luck the rest of the way.
Thanks. Appreciate you guys doing this for us. Thank you.
Back to you, Ryan.
Sam Jensen joining us here tonight from the sideline. Big thanks for Sam Jensen on the sideline tonight with Luca Carpenter and Joey Springer had our main camera work tonight. Great night tonight on the field for those guys this evening as the Riders win it by a score of 41-13. Post-game report brought to you by Spring Advantage and Lake Region State College. Spring Advantage, everything you need for spraying an application on your farm. The difference between Spring Advantage and their competitors is that Spring Advantage has what you're looking for in stock. Tips, tanks, nozzles, pumps, grain carts, and seed tenders. 2 locations to serve you in Grand Forks and St. Thomas. Spring Advantage, make them a part of your agricultural game plan now and for years to come. And our coverage in the post-game report brought to you tonight by Lake Region State College. At Lake Region State College, we change lives. Precision agriculture, law enforcement, nursing, just a couple of the careers that you can supercharge your way into at Lake Region State College. Get done in 2 and start earning, or take those credits with you to a 4-year institution anywhere in North Dakota and finish up your educational journey at Lake Region State College. Let's take a look at our plays of the game tonight. They're brought to you by Proseed. Need seed? Think Proseed. Proseed.net. Again, for those of you that weren't with us back in the first half, get started early. This is Bryce Muse, one of the reserves up on the defensive line that makes himself very acquainted with Jacoby Grimm early in the football game. Led to a short porch possession as the Roughriders got the ball at the 45 of Bismarck St. Mary's to start the night tonight. 1 of 2 touchdown runs by Thomas Kraft, and you see how strong he is. Bumped into the line but was able to run off of it and got things going into the end zone. Then later, after another short porch possession from the Red River 45, here's a jump ball to Cam Clefstead. Great throw from Pierce Parks. Cam Clefstead, sure-handed receiver, goes up and gets it over the defense, and that made it a 2-score lead at that point. Red River wasn't done. Here's a throw over the middle to Caden Mackey. Cuts back and forth and zooms his way into the end zone. Riders take a 3-possession lead at that point early in the second quarter, and they weren't done. This would be just a few seconds later, a jump ball towards the goal line, and it's Mackey again that hauls it in. He doesn't get credit for the touchdown despite one official saying it was a score. Thomas Kraft finished off that drive with a 1-yard touchdown run. Then later you'd see Reed Krogstead sneak his way into the end zone as the Riders drove down the field, picked up another score to go up 33-0, and they capped the score on a throw to Carter Flom with Pierce Parks running out of some contact in the backfield. Circles his way to the right and looks for Flom open in the end zone, who makes the catch and scores. Riders led 41-0 at the break, and then one big play as the defense, the second teamers, trying to hold up the Saints after they had scored. And how about a moment there for Landon Holeen, a sophomore defensive lineman, that comes up with a big play for Grand Forks Red River. And those are your highlights of the night tonight. Plays of the night brought to you by Proseed. Need seed? Think Proseed. Proseed.net. We got some scores to pass along as we go to our player awards coming up next and wrap up our post-game report tonight from Cushman Field. Riders win it by a score of 41-13. We'll come back and continue our post-game report tonight, brought to you by Spring Advantage and Lake Region State College, coming up next here on the Rivards Turf and Forage, Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network, and KNOX Live Sports.
Pro Ag in Grand Forks and Grafton carries the equipment and parts on hand to make your farming operation run smooth. They carry all major brands like Honeybee, Alloway, Amity, Artex, Hardy, Capello, Monosem, Pickett, Will Rich, and Black Ace. So whether you're trading in, buying, or just need parts, go to ProAgEquip.com to see everything Pro Ag has to offer.
When you need the right part for your pickup, head to Northwood or call Mike's Custom Truck. Amanda will drop ship any part you need: turbos, upgraded fuel pumps, Edge products, and more. Mike's Custom Truck, 587-6335.
From tears in your car, truck, boat, or farm equipment seats to making boat covers or complete restorations of the interior of your hot rod, Finest Auto Trim in Grand Forks can make the inside of your rides look brand new again. Big or small, at Finest Auto Trim, we can cover it all. To check out our services, go to finestautotrim.com or stop out on Demers Avenue in Grand Forks.
Your local Circle K and Holiday Station stores are proud to support high school activities. Stop by the new Circle K location at 1316 South Washington Street for not only gas, but a wide array of hot and cold food, snacks for everyone, and a car wash. Open 24/7, 7 days a week. Since 1972, Jarrell's Sports Center and Hockey World has provided year-round sporting goods, apparel, and of course, hockey equipment and training tools. You'll also find they have a state-of-the-art skate sharpening machine to give you the edge you need for anything sports. Stop in to Jarrell's and Hockey World.
Add a pop of color and excitement to your next celebration with Balloons by Misty. Their one-of-a-kind balloon design skills and creativity will make your event unforgettable. It's always a party at Balloons by Misty. Visit balloonsbymisty.com today.
Final score again this evening in this matchup tonight as we continue our postgame report. Grand Forks Red River 41, Bismarck St. Mary's 13. The Saints finished their season 5-5, and Grand Forks Red River will be at home coming up again next week. Our postgame report brought to you by Lake Region State College. At Lake Region State College, we change lives and Spray Advantage, everything you need for spraying an application on your farm. Some score updates to pass along to you here tonight in the AA football level. First of all, one final is in, and West Fargo Horace shuts out Jamestown tonight. Final score in that matchup was West Fargo Horace 14 and Jamestown nothing in that matchup. So that's a little different than perhaps we expected. We expected perhaps something a little bit more along the lines of high scoring at that point or something along those lines, and instead a very low scoring game tonight, two defensive teams, but Horace holds on to win, so Horace has punched their ticket to the semifinals tonight. Wapaton is leading Valley City 34-14 as they start the second half, so the Huskies making a big statement tonight in their matchup, looking to make their way to the semifinals, and the winner there comes here to take on Grand Forks Red River coming up next week. And the latest update that we have from Minot tonight, it's 21-7. Minot North leading Devils Lake just about a minute and a half into the third quarter. Minot North on top by 2 touchdowns over Devils Lake tonight. And those are the other scores that we have. Our scoreboard updates brought to you by Altru. Regular screenings with Altru's care team can detect illness before symptoms begin. Stay in the game of wellness. Scheduled appointment. Visit altru.org or call 780-5000. Let's go to our awards tonight. First of all, it'll be our Points Against Hunger, brought to you by Northland Community and Technical College. Northland Community and Technical College has partnered with KNOX Sports and our area teams to fight hunger in our region. As our hometown teams score points tonight in various ways, Northland Community Technical College donates funds to the Pioneer Food Pantry to fight hunger in our region tonight. The Roughriders score 6 touchdowns, and so $6 will be donated tonight by Northland Community Technical College to the Pioneer Food Pantry to help stamp out hunger in our region. Northland Community Technical College, check them out with your with your educational opportunities at NCTC. That's how you'll find them on the web. Our celebration of the game tonight is brought to you by Balloons by Misty. It's not a celebration until the balloons arrive, and that's what happens when Balloons by Misty shows up. They've done national work as of late that you've seen on national television, have been working with North Dakota State and the University of North Dakota, and some of their professional celebrations. They could work with you as well at Balloons by Misty. Give them a call, find them online, and find out what they can do for you with Balloons by Misty. Well, I mean, there's a few different places to go, but I'm going to take you back to the first score of the game here. Let's go to the touchdown for Thomas Kraft that we had to start the first scoring tonight. And you'll see a pretty concerted effort to celebrate after Thomas Kraft bounced off of one player, got into the end zone, and all of his teammates were around him to help celebrate that one. So that's one place that we can go tonight. We can also celebrate the defense a little bit. And this one as well, as they come up with the sack on Bryce Muse. He had a little bit of help as the ball came out on that one, but that's Bryce Muse kind of getting pumped up in this. But I think I kind of like this situation here with Caden Mackey and this jump ball to the near side being consoled. He thought he had a touchdown. He jumps up. Look at that little guy in the celebration going on the sideline. He doesn't get it, but that will be the big celebration of the night, brought to you by Balloons by Misty. Love to see the fan down there on the sideline getting into it tonight. Balloons by Misty bringing you the celebration of the game tonight. PS Garage Doors brings you our Player of the Game Award, and it's brought to you tonight by PS Garage Doors, where the PS stands for Peaceful Season. Hey, did you hear that PS Garage Doors is already using the Christmas mode to get into, and they waited no later than November 1st to get it done. If you need peaceful season, they want to wish everybody Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and obviously a Merry Thanksgiving or Happy Thanksgiving, whatever it is that's coming up for you and your celebration and your family. PS Garage Doors is there for you. To get that garage door serviced, remember the PS stands for Perfect Service. Give them a call at 772-DOOR. That's 772-DOOR for PS Garage Doors. The entire defense getting it done tonight. Really, they did. But when it comes down to the finest cover, let's go right back to that first highlight that we had tonight. This is Bryce Muse. This is one of those guys that's worked himself into a playing role defensively, just coming up with a big play on the very first possession to stop Bismarck St. Mary's opening drive. That's a heck of a cover tonight for Bryce Muse, and Red River's Bryce Muse will pick up that award, brought to you tonight by by PS Garage Doors. Actually, you know what? That'll be our finest auto trim, finest cover. I apologize. Our PS Garage Doors player of the game tonight. That one is going to go to Caden Mackey. I think he deserves this role tonight. Caden Mackey with that touchdown that he had to get things going for Grand Forks Red River. It was their third touchdown of the night that Caden Mackey had. So let's show you what Mackey did this evening on our Player of the Game Award. Mackey here cutting through two defenders, two jump cuts, gets himself into the end zone on that one. And then Mackey helps set up the next touchdown as well. Really deserved two touchdowns on this, but Mackey, he's not underutilized. He just sort of hides in that receiver role, but there he is making another big catch there. Two big catches tonight for Caden Mackey. He's going to be our Player of the Game Award winner, brought to you tonight by PS Garage Doors. And there, our finalist award will be the finest auto trim, finest cover of the game, brought to you tonight by Finest Auto Trim, where again they remind you that big or small, they cover it all. Finest Auto Trim specializes in the recovery of vehicle and marine seats. If that's what you're looking for, they have you covered. Those of you that have been in your agricultural implements and you found out that those seats are broken down, you do not want to spend any more time in that situation. You just don't want to, right? So don't. Instead, why don't you go ahead and get going with Finest Auto Trim? Take those implements to them. They'll recover those seats in your combine, your tractor, your truck, so that you don't feel like you've had a long day of work when you're just sitting there. You already have a long day of work, but you know what? You don't have to feel like it. Have seats that support you with Finest Auto Trim. And those of you that have that special ride that you want to get ready for next year's driving season, well, they have you covered on that as well. Finest Auto Trim can help you with all the interior work on those rides so that you're ready to give it a go coming up for you next spring. Finest Auto Trim, big or small, they cover it all. They bring you the finest cover of the game tonight. You know what? Let's give that award to Muse. Even though we did have that play late for the second teamer, but Bryce Muse working his way up onto the defensive line. As this game was young and you're looking for a tone to be set, and there's Muse taking down Jacoby Grimm to get into his grill right away tonight. And Bryce Muse setting the tone early tonight for Grand Forks Red River. He'll pick up that award, compliments of Finest Auto Trim. All right, we're off a week. We come back here, and it looks like Wahpeton is the opponent. They lead Valley City by 20 early in the second half down in Valley City. Keep you posted on that as we get ready for it, though. But it's been a fun night here at Red River tonight. Thank you so much. We will have radio coverage of Red River's game on Friday night, no matter what. Video coverage still to be determined. But remember, video coverage of Central Red River in volleyball coming up on Tuesday night from Central High School. It's the crosstown battle between those two. We'll have it for you with a 6:30 pregame report and a 7 o'clock first serve scheduled downtown at Grand Forks Central. Big thank you to Sam Jensen and Luca Carpenter down on our sidelines in the elements tonight, taking care of the sideline reports. A great addition to the game here this evening. Joey Springer, who was outside with our main camera work tonight, trapping up the highlights for us as well. I'm Ryan Cunningham. Your final score tonight from Cushman Field, Red River 41, Bismarck St. Mary's 13. This has been our coverage of high school football on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network and KNOX Live Sports. For those of you on the radio side, we join the Ramsey Show in progress on the video side. We'll see you Tuesday.